You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
Could we rise again as a nation?
What do you mean, could we rise again as a nation?
Okay, because the state of the country.
What do you mean by the state of the country? I don't understand that. Explain me.
Right, the country have plenty money.
Have plenty money?
Yeah.
How you know that? So you have to tell me I have a child. Tell me now. How you know that? Gentlemen, thank you for the day. I can't really understand that.
Oh mama, oh mama, oh yo yo yo, my nation is giving prophecy unfolding, judgment in morning. I love you still, mama. When will it end? Tell me, how did we come this way? Oh my Trinidad and Tobago. While the nation still hope and pray, the devil busy, I say, oh my Trinidad and Tobago. Oh no, no, I'm feeling the pain for you, mama. Revelation strikes at your corner. Still we are holding on. Your children have lost their way, fighting for survival each day. Oh no, no, going from dawn till dawn. What is happening to my country? Every day is a sacrifice. Blood flowing like water daily. Lives could be lost at any price. The anthem is now a whisper. Some don't care to stand when it play. The lawless is now in control, so the good folks going away. Oh, my Trinity, strange signs all around we are. The hills are alive in a different way. Your babies are dying, brutally I'm seeing, yeah. Would we rise again, come what may, yeah. Oh, the mighty dollar, now cast a spell of uncertainty. Oh, my Trinidad and Tobago. You see, when the rich is getting richer, the poor must remain empty. Oh, my Trinidad. No. That I say, oh no, no, people balling for pain and hunger, inflation, cost of living higher, can't get no daily bread. So the youth them on top the hill, somehow their bread basket to fill. Oh no, no, so they turn to crime instead. The arms of the state disappointed, still their salaries are daunted. Large increase in the fiscal budget, oil money reach a all-time high. Don't buy no jet for so much of money when the hospitals are in need. Poor people at everyone's mercy, so the hill reacting indeed. Oh no, 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 no. Yeah, the people cry, yeah, yeah, yeah. The hills are alive in a different way. Them who take in we money must pay for it dearly one day. Could we rise again, come what may? Yeah. How could we truly excel in the midst of all this suffering? Oh my, no, 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 no. Tell me, like Shadow said, poverty is hell, so it seems like the devil is king. Oh my Trinidad. No, 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 no. Cocaine and guns in the heart of the ghetto is what we sow, we shall reap tomorrow. Who are we going to blame? Even school children doing crime, well, that is a sign of the time. Oh, my lord, have we now gone insane? Whilst we kill, we own one by one. Skyscrapers going up in town. Chinese laborers at the core. This new city some shall see no more. So we have to hold on to CPEP 10 days and must to get along. Scraping the bottom of the barrel with all this money in town. Oh yeah, my Lord, the hills are alive in a different way. You have to do more for the people. Better wages to ease the struggle. Yeah. Could we rise again, come what may? Yeah. In this abundance of wealth, still the poor people cannot cope. Oh my Trinidad and Tobago, it is a stark reality. So much have given up hope. Oh my Trinidad, and Tobago. Oh my, oh no. Some turn to vagrants in the city. Homeless children begging have mercy, Lord. Child abuse have risen again. Look like Jean and Dinah come back in town. The girls and them singing the song. To survive by any means necessary, dignity gone down the drain. Some say the leaders have failed to do right for one and for all. When there is an imbalance of the scale, then the writing is on the wall. If you ignore the plight of the people, well, the devil shall intervene. It's only divine intervention. I hope you know what I mean. Well, is it true that God is a Trinity with all these crimes in sweet La Trinity? No. The hills are alive in a different way.
Population gone, gun control, jail control.
And is it true we have all this money in this land of so much poverty? No. The Lord is my shepherd, come what may, yeah. To you the powers that be, hear the cries of the people you see. All this wealth and nothing for we. No. Because of living is too high. This little money the poor can't buy. Oh my, why? There must be a way to help the people today, I say. There must be a way. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done. From Genesis to Revelation, in my Father's house are around many mansions. To take care of 1.3 million natural resources, he made provision to feed this nation. Look, we have oil and gas, it's Lake and Mars, and Calypso, Chutney and Limbo. When there is no property, crime would decline naturally, then we could live in harmony. My holy Trinity, I love you, mama. I love you, mommy, yeah. My children.
Say you get up one morning, your elders have something, you don't know how they get it, but you want to use it. But if you ask them old people to get the things what they went through, ask them this any day, and your parents sure to say, black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. Make up your mind, brother, that you're able to get a pulley and jam with the devil. Why? Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. Make up your mind, brother, that you're ready to swim offshore and hold your boat steady. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. So when you hear you get a little something with that dragon, now you keep watching, because I don't tell you already. Black man do get nothing easy. say you get up one morning, and oil money running. How it come you don't know, so that it care how the thing go. But if they read about Uriah, they wanna find out the pressure. How we get so much old hell to get a penny from TLL. Black man have to keep on jamming, but black man to get a little something. You got to take up your own cash money, pay people for your own refinery. Black man have to keep on jamming, but black man to get a little something. Make up your mind to be a magician, to make money out of scrap iron. Black man have to keep on jamming, but black man to get a little something. So when you hear you get a little something, with that eagle eye you keep watching, because I don't tell you already, black man don't get nothing easy. I say we get up one morning, independence happening, getting the thing come easy. Now they're taking liberty, but if they know about petition, we are to send to England for some woman to tell we in this colony free. Black man have to keep on jabbing, but black man to get a little something. You got to go to conference in England to get independence in your own land. Black man have to keep on jamming, but black man to get a little something. People hold you, humiliate you, turn on and sell you, and then they free you. Black man have to keep on jamming, but black man to get a little something. So when you hear you get a little something, with that dragon eye you keep watching, because I don't tell you already, black man don't get nothing easy. So when a black man gets something, he got to start thinking. You get it there easy. He got to practice economy. From getting licked from the slave master to become the land owner. Brother, it's a terrible journey, back with plenty brutality. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. You got to rise up, you got to stand up, make up your mind, you will always stay on top. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. You got to go to conference in England to get independence in your own land. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. You got to take up your own cash money, pay people for your own refinery. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. Make up your mind to be a magician, to make money out of scrap iron. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. You got to go.
Keep me as the apple of thine eye. Hide me under the shadow of thy wing. O Lord, my Savior. It's so hard to deal with personal struggle. So sad when you feel alone in your trouble. It's real hard when you want to talk to a brother. It's so bad because of how some look at you after. So Jesus, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover my head. Satan want me dead. Cover my back from human attack. So Jesus, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. People see you smile, but don't know the hurt that you're feeling. Even as God's child, at times your heart does be bleeding. Where can you go when you're really looking for healing? Who know how to flow when your soul needs some restoring? So Jesus, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me home from evils unknown. Cover my feet so I'll never retreat. Oh Lord, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it, Jesus. Cover me while you fix it, Jesus. Cover me. Cover my brother, cover my sister, them who under pressure. Cover, 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 cover the preacher, every church worker, the young believer. Cover, 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 the worship leader and intercessor, every gospel minister. Cover, cover, cover. Jesus alone is the one who have the real answer. The one on the throne is the true and loving Father. He will hold your hand and keep you from going under. He will make you stand and let you know he's a fixer. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it, Jesus. Cover me while you fix it, Jesus. Cover me. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it, Jesus. Cover me while you fix it, Jesus. Cover me. Cover me mind. You know the struggle sometimes. Cover me mouth, that the wrong thing wouldn't come out. Oh Lord, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it, Jesus. Cover me. Cover the Christian in the midst of aggression with the power of your right hand. Jesus, cover, cover, cover them helpless children. Jesus, defend them. Send help from heaven. Jesus, cover, cover, cover all them radio stations that blessing the nation. Grant divine protection. Jesus, cover, 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 cover me, cover me, cover me.
Truer words were never spoken. The less you associate with some people, the more your life will improve. Anytime you tolerate mediocrity in others, it increases your mediocrity. An important attribute in successful people is their impatience with negative thinking and negative acting people. As you grow, your associates will change. Some of your friends will not want you to go on. They will want you to stay where they are. Friends that don't help you climb will want you to crawl. Your friends will stretch your vision or choke your dream. Those that don't increase you will eventually decrease you. Consider this. Never receive counsel from unproductive people. Never discuss your problems with someone incapable of contributing to the solution, because those who never succeed themselves are always first to tell you how. Not everyone has a right to speak into your life. You are certain to get the worst of the bargain when you exchange ideas with the wrong person. Don't follow anyone who's not going anywhere. With some people you spend an evening. With others, you invest it. Be careful where you stop to inquire for directions along the road of life. Wise is the person who fortifies his life with the right friendships. If you run with wolves, you will learn how to howl. But if you associate with eagles, you will learn how to soar to great heights. A mirror reflects a man's face, but what he is really like is shown by the kind of friends he chooses. The simple but true fact of life is that you become like those with whom you closely associate, for the good and the bad. Note, be not mistaken. This is applicable to family as well as friends. Yes, do love, appreciate, and be thankful for your family, for they will always be your family, no matter what. Just know that they are human first, and though they are family to you, they may be a friend to someone else and will fit somewhere in the criteria above. In prosperity, our friends know us. In adversity, we know our friends. Never make someone a priority when you are only an option for them.
If you are going to achieve excellence in big things, you develop the habit in little matters. Excellence is not an exception. It is a prevailing act.
Yes, 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 yes. Yes, 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 yes. Let me say a special hello to all the WZYE 95.9 FM listeners. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, it's in the village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Wall Street, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, we come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, as soon as you get in, share the live. WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe. WZYE TV and YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444 or 973-609-6509. That's 973-609-6509. And as you know, we always say, ladies and gentlemen, we originate, we don't imitate, and this is how we start the thing.
It have our place, WZYE.
Computer is very slow tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
It have our place, WZYE, where they treat you like friends and family. So if you're looking for a place to belong, going WZYE, you could come along. If you have haste, though, come with me. We do have dad on WZYE, Santa Menete.
Young man himself, Rennie Muhammad, better known as Dr. Love. And this is the young man, Caribbean
Welcome
Soul.
to WZYE TV 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. And on Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. on Let's Talk Politics. Like, share and subscribe to keep up to date with reality affecting your life. And as we always say, we bring the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
And dear ladies and gentlemen, tonight we have a new one. So Mr. Florida got into the fray of things. He got into the fray and he tried his hand. And Tommy, he ain't do bad. He ain't do bad. So take a listen to Mr. Florida's rendition for WZYE 95.9 FM. Let me say a special hello to all the WZYE 95.9 FM listeners. Of course, ladies and gentlemen,
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
All right. So we gotta let me bring in my co-host, the man himself, the young man. Tommy, how you going?
Good, thanks. And yourself, sir?
Today's a splendid first day. I can't complain. So Tommy, before we go any further, that was the last one was Mr. Florida. You're Tommy on that or you're Tom out on that?
I was expecting something different.
So you're Tom out then?
It'll probably have to grow on me.
Mr. Florida,
it's well done, except that I thought it would have been a little bit more local, and when I say local, I mean more Trini centered.
Oh, so you're Tom out on that one. You're Tom out. So Mr. Florida, here for yourself, eh? The man Tom out. You know, you could wall in or wall out, or you could Tom in or Tom out. He Tom out on that. He Tom out. So I know
So Florida, it has to grow on me.
Oh, it has to grow on you? All right. Don't take this call, Tommy. This is a person who haven't called here in like 2 months. Miss Atlanta, it's nice to hear you after about 5 months. It's nice to hear you. How are you?
Hi. Yeah, good evening, Wall Street and Tommy and listeners. I like the first one.
Okay. Yeah.
Hello? I'm
Yeah.
hearing you.
We happy to know that you're the first one.
No, I like the other, not Florida, the other person who did it, but who
Oh,
did the
yeah.
other
Which one? Caribbean Soul?
Yeah, Caribbean.
All right, hold on.
Caribbean Soul
So you
first.
like this one then? Hold on a minute. So you like this one here. You like this
Welcome
one?
to WZYE TV 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m.
Let me say a special hello to all the WZYE 95.9 FM listeners. Of course, ladies and gentlemen.
You're listening to.
So you ain't like that one. All right. Hey, Mr. Florida boy. You. Now, go ahead, Miss Atlanta.
No, so that's cool to say like
All right.
Caribbean Soul, the one
Okay.
that's more original.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Thank you. So, folks, we want you to call us and tell us, or send our voice notes, or send our text. Which one you like? Do you like this one? This one.
Welcome to WZYE TV 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. And on Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. on Let's Talk Politics. Like, share and subscribe to keep up to date with reality affecting your life, and as we always say, we bring the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
So, folks, that's Caribbean Soul rendition, right? Like Caribbean Soul rendition. Now, here's Mr. Florida rendition. Let me say a special hello to all the WZYE 95.9 FM listeners. Of course, ladies and gentlemen.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
So there you have it, folks. You guys be the judge. You be the judge. We will just... Tommy already Tom out on it. Tommy Tom out early o'clock. Early Tom out. He ain't even wait.
It's okay.
Tommy,
It's okay.
You ain't even wait for 5 seconds and it Tommy, you Tom out already.
It's okay. It's okay. I was expecting something else.
You're expecting a little more. You're expecting to up the game. That's all.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Mr. Florida, I don't know, I don't know, but you might have to go back to the drawing board, but you don't know. Miss Atlanta ain't calling 6 months, Tommy. And she called and she said, nah boy, she aunt out on that. She aunt out on Mr. Florida. She said she like Caribbean Soul. All right, let me go to the chat. So folks, look, oh God, Tommy, oh Lord, Tommy. Should I take this call?
Go ahead, take it.
All right, I go take it. It's up, Florida.
I didn't tell you to play it on the show. That was just a sample for you to see and you go tell me what improvement.
I didn't know that. I thought I already gained it. Pop. And I want to play it.
Because I tell you, the first two I said it was sample. It was the injury like and whatever. And you tell me like that one and that was just a sample.
Oh, all right. So my mistake and your error.
I want to know what I see playing here as about Mr. Hansen play anything.
Yeah.
But I know Mr. Tommy say you are a little more local and think that's the feedback where I want. So
Yeah. Tommy, you know sometimes we just play wall in or wall out or Tom in or Tom out. Tommy say Tom out.
Mr. Florida, I don't mean no harm. You did well.
Tommy, don't try to come back now, Tommy.
I had to butter him up.
Oh, all right. Go ahead.
yeah. So I know you see I ain't have much thing to play with to do a good edit now.
Yeah.
I'm looking for things, you know.
All right.
We Caribbean Soul and when you do like a thing now, but where I want to do is you know when it's going in your break now, your top of the hour, that is where I want to give you.
All right. Well,
I mean,
yeah, time to go back to the drawing board.
All right, no see, but next time when I'm sending you, don't play it.
All right, I ain't gonna play it. All right, yeah.
All
Bless.
That top of the hour would work. That would work for top of the hour.
That will work for top of the hour.
Mm-hmm.
You think the original, that one better than the original top of the hour?
It's just as good.
All right. Bitcoin, what says you?
I think the second one is the better one.
Wait, nah, you don't like you mean Mr. Florida one better than Caribbean Soul?
What you need to do is incorporate that information from the first one into the second one. You can do it, you know.
All right. Well, you gain that. Who you gain that ice to? Florida or Caribbean Soul?
Well, I don't know which one is which one, but all I know is
The first one. The first one. All right, listen to this. This one is Caribbean Soul.
Welcome to WZYE TV 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday.
Caribbean Soul, right? This one is. Let me say a special hello to all the WZYE 95.9 FM listeners. Of course, ladies and gentlemen.
You're listening to.
So you say the second one.
Right, and all you need to do is incorporate the information from the first one into the second one with regards to how your programming is about. You
All
understand what I'm
right.
saying?
Cool. Yeah.
Right, that's all you need to do. Incorporate it into the second one.
All right.
Right.
Yeah, man. Bless. Yeah.
Thank you.
Tommy, I thought I heard your phone ringing.
No, my phone didn't ring.
No, it wasn't ringing. All right. I'm gonna go to the chat here real quick. So, folks. So, it's 2-1 still, Tommy. Is you and Miss Atlanta say you get Tom out, and Bitcoin say like Bitcoin is a tie. We throwing out Bitcoin vote. Bitcoin vote is not a vote. We throwing that out. That is a spoiled ballot.
Not necessarily.
Bitcoin vote is a spoiled ballot. So
but I now understand what Mr. Flores is trying to do. He's trying to give us a top of the hour. Yeah.
All right. So maybe I gotta make it. All right. So Mr. Intellectual was first and he says, blessed evening, pro Uncle T and all villagers. Hope you all had a transformative Thursday filled with all of God's choices, blessing. That WZYE issue is not misbehavior in public office when the DPP and the TTPS. How come Marvin not in handcuffs on Faris? But listen, I don't want to digress, because if I digress, yeah, KFC.
Hi, good night, Mr. Wall.
Good night. How are you going?
Good night, man.
Yeah, man.
I did just taking the program. I was asking some question with graphic and which one nice.
Yeah.
One night we get any proper information and we ain't getting misled on others wicked PNN government, so we exposing all the lies and thinking I see that the bar come out.
Yeah. Boy, she come out, boy. She come out from under she red blanket.
That's not she alive there, she.
Yeah.
She said she foot and Kamala neck.
Well, yeah. You know we monitoring them. You know we are them monitored. Yeah, we are them.
She eat her food, she was back in Juki Faith Bird.
Yeah, we monitoring them. And I have a story to break tonight. You see that that rhetoric that PNM trying to tell people that 100,000 of the voters didn't come out. That is a lie.
Expose them tonight.
Yeah, exposing them tonight. Exposing them. Tonight is
you research king, you know.
But I the research king. Boy, listen.
That from you.
I did a whole paper on it, you know. Watch, let me see all that. I did a whole paper. Oh, get the paper. I did a whole paper on it, you know. Look. Tommy, I did a whole paper on it, you know.
Wait, take about the press conference this afternoon there.
Splendiferous, man. Splendiferous.
I see the Prime Minister said the rat. I can't some of them.
And KFC, you remember when I was telling people, certain PNM people, all you don't take what former Prime Minister was telling all you about winning all the stuff of the government. All you hear how Faris Al-Wali family was eating.
Yeah.
All you hear for yourself.
You know what? If in that group, Ricky Rakanine. whole family about shoot pass.
All of them have bus shoot pass.
And they tell poor people in Avanti, all win all yourself for the government. You go farm, pa.
Yeah,
All
win yourself off the
all
government.
too greedy.
You needy and
Yeah,
greedy.
with the PLM, you know.
Needy and greedy. Don't forget the needy.
Yeah, yeah, we needy and greedy, and we hungry. And all kind of disrespectful talk, and the feeding the friends and family, and when the victimizing people take away the food care, take away the stability, they go and feed the 1% friends and the big friends and the partners and them. It's like what should I look to?
Yeah, man.
Malcolm Barrett.
Yeah, yeah. So listen to this, and I'll get back to the chat real quick. 21.5 million a month in rent. Yeah, Tommy?
Wow.
625 bus shoot passes for individuals. Yeah? And those will be officially repealed by July 1st, 2025. Right? Think about this, Tommy. I just had my tax appeal. And when you go for your tax appeal, the way you do it, you get some comparables. And you compare
comps.
Right, comps. You get, and you compare how much square feet that house sold for to how much your house, you think your house is worth. And you get a kind of assessed value.
Excuse me.
In Trinidad and Tobago, right? When you rent a property, the average price is $7 per square foot. That is the average price. Right? Give or take. PNM was paying $20 a square foot, $23 a square foot. They ain't do no maths. You paying 3 times what the average is, Tommy.
It's ridiculous.
How much money they wasted, man. And there was a company that was going to be doing some gas initiative in Guyana. NEC. I don't know what that stands for. I just took some notes. The government of Trinidad and Tobago told them to withdraw from Guyana. Don't go through with that. Eh? PNM was serious. Right? And Tommy, it seemed that I have a number here. And listen to this. 82% of the leases have expired. 82% of the leases that the government is dealing with expired. 82% of them. But Tommy, hear this one. They're spending $500 million on security services. $500 million, $500 million on security services. You hear that?
It's ridiculous.
But here's the question now. Inquiring minds want to know. The PNM collected $135.6 million collected in property tax from February 24th to May 2025.
Where did it go?
Tommy, yeah. Where did all our money go? Maybe Patty could tell you all our money went. Where did that money go? Where did it go? Eh?
Where did it go?
I wonder if the corporations and them see any of that. Eh? I wonder. I'm just asking. But let me go back to the chat. So that little thing, all you could in addition to that, they have 280 auxiliary fire officers will now become full-fledged fire service officers.
True.
Right? At no additional cost. You understand? Right? 625 bus shoot passes. Yeah, we talked about that. 500 million on security services. $7 per square foot, which is the average price in TNT. And the Prime Minister said, you know, they're going to renegotiate with the property owners. Yeah? Back in the day, Tommy, when things was nice, you get a good price. You know, the house value goes up and come down. You get a good price. Now things are a little different. You know, you had to come down in price. But the PNM paying off so much people. You understand? Because, you know, I mean, Tom, you know where this go. If I get an inflated price, when time come election, we could
eat food.
Yeah. You could eat our food. You understand? So, so let me go to the chat here real quick. Let me go back to the chat. Mr. Intellectual, so how come they're not investigating Foster and Venture Credit Union, Camille non-black, non-bank disclosure if it was a small money making a jail? Semantics, welcome. Different strokes for different folks. Yeah, correct is right. Miss Santa Cruz, welcome. Miss Santa Cruz, you having audio problems? Santa Cruz say my bad is not 7 yet. We're not having my pancakes and coffee. Be back in 5. It now. Tommy, back in your day, they had pancake?
Not in Trinidad.
I never eat no pancake when I was in Trinidad. 18 years I spent in Trinidad, I never had no pancakes. Miss Santa Cruz having pancake and coffee. We Trinidad real forward, boy. Good evening, Wars and Uncle Tommy. Good evening to all participants. Volsang, welcome. Caribbean Soul, welcome. Caribbean Soul say, I have corn boiling just in time for WZYE TV. Okay, corn. Yeah, boy, boil corn is the best.
Send some over.
Yeah, boy, boil corn. Yeah, boy. You know, we used to plant corn up in Chumakak, you know. There are open space out in front of the building. We had a lady used to plant corn, and when them corn them grow, boy, everybody shout, and we have boiled corn in the backyard, boy. No joke, you know.
We used to have, we used to plant corn too back in Marabella.
Yeah. I one thing we used to do. Angelo Chan, welcome. Yeah, boiled corn was real good, boy. Say pressure in work, boy. Just want to be good. They want to chill. Yeah, boy. Gina M, welcome. Good evening. Miss Ann, good evening. Cool runner. Hoping all is well with you guys. Where Gina joining us from? Gina, where you joining us from? Gina say hello, Mr. Wall Street and Uncle Tommy. Where you joining us from, Gina? Oh, Gina look like she in foreign, boy. I heard you guys had a lot of rain in Trinidad. Yeah. Rajesh, welcome. Gina says she at work, boy. Yeah. Yeah, the man say he listened to the press conference and boy, the truth from the previous government coming to light. Yeah. You know what has been the darkness come to light? Gina say I listen to you guys all the time. Thank you, Gina. Yeah. Question. Volsang have a question. Question is who owns all the real estate to rent the state when the poor fall into waiting 30 years for a HGC apartment? But the thing about it, Volsang, is that they always telling the people, wean themselves off the government. And I always used to tell them, all they don't tell Faris Alwarian to wean themselves off the government. All they don't tell Colin Button and them to wean themselves off the government. All they don't tell Stuart Young and family to wean themselves off the government. Yeah?
You know, I always say we have one commodity in Trinidad that if we were to exploit it in the right way, that alone could sustain the entire economy, which is the asphalt lake. I don't know what has happened with the asphalt lake, why it hasn't been monetized in the right way.
Because them fellas don't know innovative bone in their body, they don't know what to do.
What's on all these houses in the United States for roofing? Not asphalt shingles.
Correct is right. Yep, correct is right.
On the road, asphalt.
Yeah. There we go. Yeah, this government means business this wrong. I'm in full support. Want them to bring everything to light from the previous government. They have been wasting taxpayers' money. All you see that Daybay campus. All you see them places and them what the PNM misspend and just having sitting there and our taxpayers' money wasting.
The travesty.
Wasted our money. That is only wicked, evil and wickedness. There's no other way you can say that. Tommy, I see them place, they have a gym, and it's saying no, they're doing nothing. And you know, Tommy, the Prime Minister is right. What about the UE? What about them UE people who in charge in UE? What they must do in 10 years? What they must do for 10 years? And then we have Trinidad and Tobago Transparency Institute. For 10 years, 9.5 years, them fellas sit down there, have permanent Novocaine. I don't know, all of a sudden, all these people find their tongue is no heavy no more. It get light now. All of them want to ask all kind of questions now. When the government drop, when the highest in the history of Trinidad, when there was 101, right, on transparency.org and the corruption perception index, I didn't hear them. I didn't hear from them. The highest in the history of Trinidad. Tommy, maybe you heard from them. I didn't hear from them.
I didn't hear from them either.
Them didn't have nothing to say. Anyway, full song say, Rajesh, I'm hoping Walls play this song tonight. You know how to play that song every night. I'll play it every night. Caribbean Soul said the election gimmick and HGC house distribution didn't work in his favor. Right, Faris? Faris are none to worry about. Ingrid, welcome. Tobago in the house. Good night, Professor and Uncle Tommy. Ingrid, I don't play that song yes and mayors. We like beggars in my own country. Salt mine. What's that? You know they have a salt mine in Union, where salt does wash up on the sea. And people just actually go and use it and make real salt from it. They call it a salt mine. So I know if that's what Gina talking about. Just short good evening, welcome. It's Ataku say, Rohan, Ricky Ragunanan, your wife, your children, your mama, your papa, your makome and your compare, nani, nana, all get bus route passes. You know, boy. Yeah, you get real bus route. Them get real free pass, you know. Yeah.
Abuse of the system.
Boy, they abuse the system for what? Look, Tommy, look who just come in. The Belmont midfielder was sitting on the bench. PNM John. Yeah, like PNM John. But you get so much lick say, boy. He ain't come in the village for a little bit, you know. He went in the corner like little Jack corner, boy. Gina say, my co-workers asking if you guys need us in Trinidad. Nice, Gina. We go talk to you later, Gina. No problem. Yeah, them fellas have things in place for them 21 deportees, man.
Oh, yeah, they have a plan.
They have a plan. They have a plan. Later, Gina. Hey, Lisa, how are you doing? You see Lisa in a little bit, boy. Lisa, how are you?
Excuse me.
Yeah, the Trinidad and Tobago Transparent Institute was blind. They couldn't see anything the PNM government do for the last 9 years. You think it easy? United Power, welcome. Gordon Joseph, welcome. Patricia Hutchinson, welcome. Pleasant evening, Professor Warshid, Uncle Tommy, and all the villagers in the village. Have a wonderful evening. Welcome to you.
Same to you.
Yeah, Rajesh. Last 10 years, Transparency Institute was blind. They couldn't see nothing. You know, all of a sudden, they get back. Ivan, good night. Listening from El Dorado, Trinidad, boy. Ivan Sinat. Always say hello to Ivan. Anderson Wilson, welcome.
I wonder if everybody, if it's not blind, they were blind, but everybody was just too fearful to speak up. They had to put the tail between their leg and just
Nah,
march.
no. Certain people wanted to do that. I could see the ministers and them not saying anything because, I mean, when you have a vindictive prime minister, you could get in trouble. You understand? But them outside people, them institutions and them like the Integrity Commission
The
and all
fourth
them,
estate.
yeah, them put a tail between the leg and whatever the man say goes. Princess Margaret, welcome. Good night, Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street. Good night to everyone. And if see Mr. Florida Pro setting you up. Now I ain't setting him up. I ain't setting him up. Yeah, it was an excellent press conference today. Just showed you. Excellent. And Tommy, you know the thing I don't understand, Tommy? Them trying to make the issue of the Prime Minister working from home. Every press conference so far, Tommy, the reporters not being buff, right? And you're getting good information. Southwestern, welcome.
A pleasant good night to you, Professor.
How are you going, Southwestern?
Uncle on the other side, Gonzalez.
Yeah, man.
Professor.
Yeah. On the other side, Gonzalez. I like that one.
Little 2 cents because I know you know this is your boy from South.
Yeah, man.
Right?
Yeah.
So now on the topic you're saying, you know what I like about it? CNC3 I call their names. I want them to send a paper for me. And who accused how to prove, right?
Yeah.
That's it?
Mm-hmm.
Right. But me accusing nobody, but others calling them out and the name are calling, right?
Yeah.
It's CNC3.
Yeah.
They had some news report just the other day. And the 2 anchors who was reading the news wasn't kind and wasn't generous in the reading of the news. Then, yeah, and then now, you see, coming to this press conference today again and all, right?
Yeah.
The property tax was abolished and will be abolished when Parliament is convened and up and running by law. They'll put not like the last time, just let lapse and leave it to go away and Rowley and the bag of thieves put it back on the people.
Yeah.
Right? No. The next thing and also, the media asking when they're going to get a refund. Look tonight again.
Yeah.
That they say they're going to get a refund. So they're trying to make mischief now to say that my honorable esteemed political leader, Ms. Kamala Prasad-Bissessa, is a person not, or in her words, she never tell Trinidad and Tobago on the platform I will refund her. She said, don't pay it. Stand on the ground. Don't pay it.
Yeah.
So on that topic, right, brother professor, is that the Port of Spain, go down to the Shagaramas, go to the PNM. And yet still that people meter say that the property tax is good. You think we should tell the Prime Minister, the Honorable Ms. Kamala Prasad-Bissessa, there are people who vote in the red and they want to pay the tax, let me collect it from them. Right? But you see them mothers also and the fathers also. And that we Prime Minister say when UNC win, everybody win. You see how nasty it is? And then you see Paris and then, right, coming every day and making a press conference.
Yeah.
But I only hope, as a concerned citizen and a person asking you on the international scene, I hope Paris could answer the question on them of their renters and all them people who was renting, how it was done and what the document is.
Yeah.
Because they feel they'll throw my party on the back foot to keep running down tires like a dog on the side of the road now. But I want to ask the voters and they're going to vote for the internal election, where Penelope Beckers is the leader, right?
Yeah.
All of the rest are 6 of them. Would they support you the right way, the 13 of them? But you see, the fighting start because these fellows and them want to hold on to the executive and the party to have autonomy to pressure. And when they talk, when President talk, they must recognize Ms. Eugene Williams when they discard chief. So, but the topic is that the property tax go on, the merit points going, but one association calling for the merit points to remain. Then they tell you that license office will be expanded to the small inspection pit so that other vehicles could be and bring the category of vehicles to inspect. So the smaller people and the garage and them, they're talking about that, you know. But stand by heritage when the minister go into heritage, you'll hear more. And the kind of matrix they was doing. Good night, international callers and listeners.
Yeah, man. Thanks to Southwestern.
Thank you.
Yeah, you see, it told me when you hear these press conferences and you listen to these press conferences, it's transparency and accountability. And the Prime Minister says, if I don't have the answer, I'm not making it up. For example, when you ask a question, I am going to instruct my Minister of Finance to make sure and find 100 million to go in those communities. Making it up as you go along, spaghetti theory. Throwing stuff on the wall and see what goes stick. Yeah? Yeah, Derek Murray was given an ambassador post to Jamaica. But I like Derek Murray as a wicket keeper too bad, boy. I think he was one of the best wicket keeper for the West Indies, yes? Remember them days, Tommy?
Yep.
Kenrick
days.
Yeah, Kenrick Callahan, good night, Wall Street and Tommy, Library in the house. You all should know that after April 28th, all those blues, the sleeping cell of the haters now coming alive with active voice. Oh, what a shame. Okay. Nice to know you finally, sir. SOS says she knows what they believe, but not this time. It's Trinidad and Tobago citizens' time. Anthony Ford, welcome. All right. So I kind of went up to date there. Let me just do some quick. Ban me, I talking about what I think about the Indian rice. Where you want me to think, Ban man? Wherever you want me to think, I go think. Batman, good night. Good night to you. Susan Lalchan, good night. Swallow, feel homey. Will you be getting the community bank that's so badly needed? Remember, All Stars celebrated 90 years in the community. Swallow, how come you not ask the PNM for that, boy? Oh, God. Bitcoin, you have a minute. Go ahead. Bitcoin.
Derek Murray, PNM, and we're showing that what? All the time quiet. Yeah, before I go, you see that Bellantine? I tell her she had plaster over, she had Novocaine. She had a paperwork kind of thing for the last 10 years, professor. She didn't say nothing, and she changed the people on them DB campus into a teaching hospital. What she doing that for? What she indulging foolishness for? She don't want no more lawyers. She couldn't incorporate the law facility with that. She go and change the whole narrative of the thing. She look for what she getting now. I'm blaming the Prime Minister. I tell her that what happened.
Yeah, man.
She want to mad with foolishness. Have a good evening.
Yeah. Ms. Santa Cruz, you have a minute before the top of the hour. You have a minute. Go ahead.
You want me to call back?
Yeah, call back.
All right, okay,
yeah.
no problem.
Yeah. Andy Lookhaw, $1 billion a year in rent and security service. That's $3 million a day. Unbelievable. Clinton Williams. Good night, Prof. and Tommy. Bless up. Yeah, man. John Osuna, welcome. Shalom. Anthony Ford. I'm going for the break, folks. Yeah. SOS says good evening. Errol Singh. Is that 500 million? Yeah, 500 million. $500 million. Kevin George is locked on. I know who that is now. Bro, who is the owner of those securities companies? That is a good question. Chandra, Ragby, good night. Who is Marjorie? Marjorie, where you joining us from? I like Mr. Florida. Marjorie, where you joining us from? I wonder if that is the Marjorie boy. Folks, you're going to take that break. We'll be right back. Stick and
The original Marjorie?
I don't know. That's why I'm trying to find out if that's the original Marjorie. Folks, stick and stay. We'll be right back. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Wall Street, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. Stick and stay. We'll be right back after this. Don't go nowhere.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
The way the world is going on, all the hopes start to fall back down. This might sound like fallacy. 79 proved this to me. I sure you remember the fall of many world leaders, rulers of oppression, overthrown many oppressed man. The table turning, sir, round and round. All them oppressors falling down. The table turning, sir, round and round. Now the oppressor is the oppressed one.
Round and round,
falling down,
falling down.
round and round. March 13th of 79, an incident came to mind. Bishop overthrown Gary, backed by the People's Army. Well, look at Samosa, moved by the Sandinistas. Ethiopia in Uganda, and then Parabokasa. The table turning, sir, round and round, all them oppressor, falling down, table turning, sir, round and round. Now the oppressor is the oppressed one.
Round and round,
Falling down,
falling down.
round and round. The world's a wheel, the Bible said, that keeps spinning every day. Today you rule a kingdom, tomorrow you in the opposite position. They shall control Iran with everything at his command. Ayatollah took his position, now they shall leave Iran and run. The table turning, sir, round and round. All them oppressor, falling down. The table turning, sir, round and round. Now the oppressor is the oppressed one.
Round and round,
Falling down,
falling down.
round and round.
Round and round,
Falling down,
we're falling down.
round and round.
Turning side,
Falling
I
down,
say they're falling down.
round and round.
On them oppressor,
Falling down,
they're falling down.
was the year of overthrow. We do not know what 80 might bring. We have seen the fall of many great leaders, though they were dictators. We have seen Idi Amin, the Shah, and Emperor Bokassa. We do not know who is next. So our leaders who walk the same pathway with those dictators, I say take heed, for you do not know if you are next.
Yeah, Tommy boy.
6 years ago.
Yeah, the oppressors falling down, boy. Falling down. Wrong and wrong.
46.
You are listening to In the Village with your host, Professor Wall Street and Uncle Tommy on WZYE 95.9 FM.
This is Travis Scott for 21-7.
You're listening to In the Village with Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street.
What it do is the baby and we in the mix.
What's up? It's your boy Usher.
What's up, y'all? This is Beyonce.
Yeah, it's your boy Chris Brown right here.
Playing nothing but the best. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street. In the Village with Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street.
What's happening? This your boy Lil Jon.
Hey, yo, this the Yin Yang Twins.
You're listening to the sounds of...
And we doing it real big with my dog.
In the Village with Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street.
Yeah!
You are listening to In the Village with your host, Professor Wall Street and Uncle Tommy on WZYE 95.9 FM.
We are back with you. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Wall Street, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Don't forget, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Like us on Facebook on WZYE 95.9 FM. Subscribe. WZYE TV and YouTube. And folks, before this week is done, we should be at 16,000 subscribers. So subscribe. WZYE TV and YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444.
Also 973-609-6509. 973-609-6509. Don't forget to subscribe. Tell your friends to tell your friends. And
Tommy,
make sure that you share the live.
Yeah, Tommy, you know P&M George, right? From East Orange, right?
Yeah.
He sent my text.
Big George.
Big George. Big George sent my text. I just call him P&M George. You understand? Big George, you just need to paint your house in red. Paint it in red. Everything in red. Paint the cartoon in red. The dog in red. Everything in red. Yeah. Because Big George red till he dead. Yeah, Big George. Big George haven't been paying attention, you know. I feel when Big George went to school, his major subject was recess. I want to say that. Yeah. Recess. He couldn't wait for recess to come.
Recess.
When Big George reached the school in the morning, the first thing he used to ask the teacher, so what time is recess? Listen to Big George question. You could know when P&M people not paying attention. You could know when they're not paying attention. It's tension they're paying, not attention. Listen to his question. UNC government have 45 members. How many black persons are there? Asking for a friend. You could tell he didn't pay attention in school. He didn't. By the way, who gets sworn in today as a parliament secretary? A parliament secretary? Wait is. What Naked is? David Naked.
He's a senator.
He's a senator, right? David Naked is Syrian, right?
When I look at them, I see a lot of Africa in them too.
No, but I'm asking. I just asking. I'm trying to answer Big George's question. What? What background is what? Michelle Benjamin. What is she? Jolene John. Where's Jolene John? Them fellas and them, I tell you, when them fellas went to school, primary school, they major in recess.
What about Wayne Sturge?
Oh,
what about
Roger Alexander? Wait, I tell you, them fellas major in recess. Yeah. So, yeah. Miss Santa Cruz, welcome.
Good night, Wall Street. And Tommy and to everybody out there. What about Sean Sobers?
What about Sean Sobers? Yeah. What about he? Nah. He different.
Stand by.
No, go ahead, Mr. Santa Cruz.
Yes, stand by. Just hold on for a minute.
Yeah. Wait. What Khadija mean? Khadija mean? She.
Khadija mean, yeah.
What about she? She nah. She different. She from.
And what about all of those that went from love like
Rodney Stowe? Or Rodney Stowe from up in Lavanty?
All of them, all of them.
Wait. Nah. Rodney different. He different. Nah, he different. Them fellas, I tell you, them fellas went to school and the major was recess.
Rodney Stowe in August.
You know, I don't know why they just ask these sort of stupidicious questions. Yeah, stupidicious question. Yeah.
And you know what? We don't have one on your chat, Barney didn't have a problem when Indian government gave us vaccines. And then people were dying from the COVID. Right? Didn't have a problem. But he has a problem now that India gets us rice and oil because their people are starving and charity begins at home. Yada. So Ghana didn't give us Yankees. Rowley didn't take up pictures posted with the Yankees. But you see, these people have a phobia and they need psychiatric evaluation. And that is going to last the next 5 years. You're going to see it coming out.
Yep. Correct.
Something is wrong.
Yep.
Something is wrong. But Wall Street, you ask where the head of international
transparency. Yeah. Where them was? Where them was the last 10 years?
But you know, all of them have tips. All of them have tips when Rowley was in office.
Yeah.
But when Kamala was there, they were very vociferous. But we have to also remember the head of transparency international,
Derek Murray.
He was a cricketer.
Yeah, the wicket keeper for Trinidad and for West Indies.
Right. You remember he was given me a position of Commissioner of Jamaica, on the
No, you can't rock that.
All of them have tips. All the things that they were doing, they have tips. Now you remember how Thomas got on when Penny was calling on was getting off in the savannah?
Yeah.
I have a call standing by.
That's why he was getting on. So today, Mrs. Pasadi says exposed why he was getting on. So we are hearing the exorbitant rent that these people get it. That is why I know it is going to be taken away from him.
Yep.
And
Correct.
I agree with her. There are too many buildings, right, that they could refurbish at Wall Street. There's a beautiful building at the bottom of, well, not directly the bottom of St. Vincent Street. They call it Treasury Street. It's just before the Treasury on St. Vincent Street. That is a beautiful building. I was shocked at the I went there thinking I had to go in that department when to do something. I can't remember now. And I went there. If you see the beautiful building that they condemn, this government could fix up all those buildings up for the people in that. Take away the rent from Paris and them.
Correct.
Take it away.
Yep.
Because Rowley know. And you know, when these people asking you, telling you as a matter of fact, that you sell out, You're a sellout. Why is it because you choose not to support a government that oppressing the people that you're a sellout?
Yeah.
But I want to ask you before I leave, Professor. How many times did Faris, Stuart Young, Rohan Sinan and the others recuse themselves? But these same people who are accusing you for a contract, even $1 million contract, how many times did they do it? They don't even know that they're existing. Thanks a lot and have a
Thank
good
you.
night.
Go ahead, Tommy. Take the call. Mr. Intellectual Callback. Go ahead, Tommy.
Go ahead, caller. Rose, go ahead.
Yes, good afternoon again, Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street. Professor Wall Street, you forget everyone, you know. This minister work for free. Then this honorable minister, McQueen, Kamala business, Pasha Walker. Don't forget she working for free. Tell her, I'm glad for the minister, I'm glad he get through that work in the Ministry of Sport because we do a lot of work on the ground with a lot of youth. So that's a good portfolio for to put in there.
Correct. Yeah, he's in the right place.
Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street.
Yeah.
I hear Mark Boss with Faris and Rental yesterday with some Ramkitsun woman who we given $50,000.
Yeah, I go play it.
Every month.
Yeah, I go play it.
In different offices that he held. In the AG office.
50,000 a month, boy. 50,000 a month. In the Attorney General office and then Ministerial Local Development. They have it good enough.
Ministry put a lady there and she was getting $50,000 a month. I hear making up positions for she. I know what I mean. What do you mean by that? They're making positions for the woman. Who is this lady? And I want to know if it's a rental wife has the blessing to do that. Because it seems to be this woman is she holding a lot of clout over Mr. Rental.
Yeah.
Right? And then he go, she go.
Yeah.
So one day, as he go, now she go with him. So he may find another position for she. I just asking. Have a good night.
Yeah,
thank you.
Tommy, and I want to say something to Big George. Big George, I want to ask you a question now. The new government of Trinidad and Tobago, who was their first appointment as Attorney General? Big George, I'm waiting for you to send me I'm waiting for you to answer. I'm waiting for your answer, Big George. Text me the answer, Big George. Text it to me. Mr. Intellectual, welcome.
Yeah, blessed evening.
Blessed evening.
I guess I got the answer already. David Nakib get a ministerial position in the Ministry of Sports.
Excellent. Excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the lawyer fella, he got a the election lawyer fella. No?
Right.
He got a position in the Prime Minister's office, also
yes.
in the Prime Minister's office.
Yes.
So it seems as though they're strategizing in a particular kind of way. So they we might see some changes happening.
Yeah.
Along the way. But this magic that taking place in these ministries and them fellas that I'm running. A woman getting $50,000 here and a $50,000 there.
You think
and she hopping from ministry to ministry.
Yeah.
How come it are no investigation of nepotism, misbehavior in public office and that kind of thing? How come this Nelson Gate thing and all this kind of magic that taking place, that took place in fact? How come we ain't hearing nothing about that kind of thing? The police are not drop asleep.
Nah. It's I think it's they investigated, but we just don't know. We don't know. They haven't
Then again, go take our next 20 years before we find out anything.
Nah, it might take that long.
Might take 10.
The way how this this orders call him top cop, Mr. Benjamin operating. I sure the African snails and them go take over the whole of Trinidad faster than he could touch crime.
Oh God.
could imagine African snails live from Blue Range up there, right?
Yeah.
And right now at Pestine, all in Arima, all in South, all over the place. Man, at snails, them reach all over the place. And the top up can solve all this kind of going on right in front of the face. What they had to do? They had to come and confess to here and say that, oh, Father has sinned, so you could lock him up now.
Hey,
what a pain is for that and for?
Mr. Go ahead, Mr. Intellectual. Patrick Neal. Oh, Mr. Intellectual, hold on a minute. Patrick Neal.
Yeah.
You see that comment you just put in the chat there? We don't allow that. Apologize for the comment or bye-bye, Patrick. Okay? Patrick Neal, the comment you made in the chat, the obscene language you put in the chat, we do not allow that here. If you don't apologize, you are out of here. Go ahead, Mr. Okay. All right. Good. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Let me just tell them on the chat, hey,
Go ahead.
we could disagree, right? But let's not be disrespectful now.
Okay, go ahead. He's out of here. Go ahead. He's out of here.
Respectfully, we could disagree.
Yeah, no obscene language here. Go ahead, Mr. Intellectual. Finish your contribution.
All right, yeah. I was waiting for the to come and confess the sins, and then he go put handcuff on him. I want to see them proactive, I want to see them doing the work. I ain't hear the DPP saying nothing, like he going on a hibernation or some kind of thing too. All these issues that came up in the Integrity Commission and all that kind of thing, I ain't hear nothing about that yet too either, you know. There's some big question marks in that area there, and there are some people had to, I see Baze make a jail for that.
Yep.
So I can see why the rest of them can't get the same kind of medicine. Anyhow, let me leave so that people could come in.
Yeah, man. Thanks a lot. Yeah.
Have a blessed evening.
Right, yeah.
You.
I'm waiting. I ain't hear back from Big George yet. But folks, Tommy, you see what I have on the screen there?
Yes.
UNC government rushes to help women in crisis. That is a woman in Lavantil. Lavantil, a constituency that have never forsaken the PNM. How come, I'm asking, how come the representative from Lavantil, right, didn't go and try to get help from she first to make it look good? And you know what that reminds me of, Tommy? I don't know if you all recall this, The building up in Chumakak, Lavantil, that burned down in 2011, and the People's Partnership, UNC People Partnership, who was in power at that time, immediately relocated those people to new apartments in Oropoon. I'll never forget that. In Oropoon. You understand? And when the PNM came in power, that building in Chumakak up there sit down there for years. Yes, I was the one who was fighting for that building. And all of them on the Mugabe station, the pastor with the internet search engine name, the titans of democracy, the pastor with the search engine name, Cry Baby, Daily Voice, all of them was against me trying to get that building fixed. All of them. Julia Davy and all. Mr. Rooster too. All of them. I
saw the representative for Lavante, Mr. What's his the new
Phil Gerald Hines.
No, the new one who took Phil Gerald Hines.
You want to take his spot?
Yeah, he was on television talking about how people need to get tongue and country approval.
Oh yeah. You need to get tongue and country approval. Listen, the UNC stated when the UNC win, everybody wins. And I go play this for you. KFC, go ahead. I want you to listen to this. Go ahead. Go ahead, KFC.
Let me start one shit. when I was asking for the bill for the unpopular juice in East West Corridor, PNM people calling, and boy, why ain't buy the building?
Correct. Yep.
Why? Yeah. But I was sure the most of that is full because PNM plan. I tell her for the last 9 years, this thinking nasty flex. She didn't calling me. She know my situation and Papi showing me.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Them ready sinful and wicked. Right now, look, right now, road are bad. Right now, shooting the rat act. Oh, wicked and evil, Rowley and Shorter them sabotage the party. We don't hear them.
We don't want to hear them. We don't want to hear them.
We don't hear
Cancel
them.
Christmas for all of them. All of them. All of them. All.
All of them have to go in the political cemetery and very politically. But that young lady they're showing it. She from a PNM stronghold and she couldn't find since 2018.
Look at that.
For returning wall.
Yeah. And now look what a common helper. The UNC.
And them and the PNM them never forsake the PNM. Them voting PNM say go to that little boy.
Yeah. And look what they help you know. But KFC, I want you to state you know, ask some statistics, some statistics, and that kind of rhetoric the PNM trying to push down people through. What 100,000 of their voters stay home or didn't vote. That rhetoric, nah.
We'll make one more point, Mr.
Go ahead.
Mr. Walsh. Remember the UV campus, right?
Yes, the UV Daybreak, Pinal Daybreak campus.
People from Point 14, Library, PNM plan them, you know. I am honorable coming up as a special saying, it's a PNM down there living too. Do I say they're watching at the race? The PNM is an evil, less party. I will say they're in debate, right? I don't want to maintain them down there, but everybody needs West in the region. That's what Mr. Worship.
Correct is right.
And that building break down for 10 years.
10 years.
I am a boy crying out for the Piccadilly Square school. You look at that school bill.
They go get
them hate schools.
Yep.
Especially in East West Corridor. I look for
yeah, man, bless. All right. So Big George, Caribbean Soul, thank you. Big George, let me call out some of the names for you. For your friend. Big George, what I want you to do? Take out your phone. All right, take out your phone. Take a screenshot of one of the screen there, Big George. Wait, Big George taking out the phone. Nah. You have an iPhone 5? Nah. That one ain't gonna take that picture good. Borrow your wife phone. All right, you borrowing his wife phone. All right. Snap the picture now. All right, good. Listen to them, Big George. Tell your friend. So you want to do, Big George? Take out your phone, record what I'm going to be saying, and then send it for your friend. All right? So I'm going to wait for him to do that. He press anything on WhatsApp. You could do the recording on WhatsApp. Okay. Yeah. Roger Alexander, Kadisha Amin, Michelle Benjamin, Clyde Elder, Jolene John, Ernesto Kiza, Sean Sobers, Wayne Sturge, Philip Watts, Leroy Batiste, John Jeremy, David Naked, Dominic Smith, and Anil Roberts. It's real plenty, Big George.
That's 14.
Yeah, and when they just want to come with these kind of rare tricks, I tell them rare tricks not working anymore. Them rare tricks gone through. Sugar, and not Sugarlos. PNM Croco have a song say, Daddy that gone through. PNM George, them thing gone through, them thing ain't working no more, boy. Them days done. When all you come with this kind of race thing. Look the woman in Lavanty. Tommy, I don't know if I'm not sure if she in Lavanty. We know she in Lavanty. The UNC helper, Big George, listen to this one. Yeah, Mr. Florida.
Everybody here on this Tuesday. So Mr. Ansem, they like to be conscious about worries, right? But when Stuart Young went up on the stage and called past PNM ministers, people who helped African people when Manning was in power, to the might and bottom.
Correct.
Nobody didn't say nothing.
Not one dog back. All of them was quiet. They clap, as a matter of fact. They clap.
When Penelope Beckers challenge Rowley, what you do? He sent you outside as an ambassador, outside with you, and nobody is saying nothing. And now they just come on the program to talk about how much African people in UNC. But you see, these ignorances in Trinidad and Tobago, there's two set of people who build Trinidad. We talk about ancestral time, the Indians and the Africans. And yet still we cannot unite and stop talking about African and Indian while the 1% Syrians and the Chinese and all them owning all the business and dominating the wealth of Trinidad, who live in the lavish life, and we just sit down for years from since the Eric William time talking about race. How we gonna learn? It's time too modern now to be thinking about the two majority in Trinidad and Tobago, African and Indian. Still fighting each other. People, come on. Look on listen.
Yeah, man. Bless. Folks, take a listen to this. Let me take this call. Southwestern, welcome. South.
It was a good idea to each and everyone again.
Yeah.
Thank you, Professor. Professor, here what's going on, eh?
Yeah.
I would like to know through you that's what you call something G big or big something, right?
B&M George. B&M 3 George. Big George, yeah.
I will upstairs from calling his name, but Big George, you say, right?
Yeah, Big George.
I would like to ask him, did he know that the PNM last administration under Keith Christopher Rowley, right? That he had a cabinet of a melting pot with pilau, only make with only, I don't know what is how to pilau. But I want to ask him, did he know Jindal? Jindal was from way, Lavantil. And then the pan piece of land in La Hoquita, in Twin City.
Yeah.
The acres of land that the Indian Prime Minister
give to Panchin
gave to the African diaspora to an organization which keep them together and unite the African brothers and sisters called the PAN. And the organization Panchin Dago. He gave them that piece of property, an Indian man, Indian leader, first time in the history of Trinidad and Tobago politics, see it fit to empower the African diaspora across the board, where no biasness and on equality would take place. Because who beat pan would have a theater. Who could tune pan and make pan had a factory. Who want and like pan from foreign and like how you on your program, you could invite them and charter a plane and it had a hotel. So it had a academy to teach the African children and the East Indians, some of them, but we know it was more dominated by the African diaspora of Pan. Right? So Big George, who take away the land and give it to an Indian businessman? And who wanted to take away the refinery and give it to an Indian man and send home African brothers and sisters? And when an African leader of an organization represent workers across the board didn't get it, and they were treated like dogs. What do you have to say, Big George? Big George, I would like to discriminate, but I would like to ask you, the African bank that Jamaica and other countries signed in the Caribbean to bring them in to uplift the African business and budding businessmen who want to get into business. They have finances because they want to get the markets for them. Because they give finance, you will have to show where you get to the market to sell your product. It was an upliftment for the African diaspora because it had an African name, but it's across the board. Who banned them on that boy and stop them? For where you see a person of immigrant came to this country, formed business, and now they have branches all over, worse than a mango branch when it came a mango tree. So, Professor, I want to tell Big George, for the love of God, right? know that that kind of politics had died since Patrick Manning dead. And here we're going on now. Trinidad and Tobago is awoken because the cocoa industry is a billion-dollar business. And the African people in Moruga was robbed of their land. Have a pleasant good evening.
Thank you,
everybody.
Thank you so
I
much.
have a voicemail to play.
Go ahead, play it. COP call back.
I'm doing it live to bring you up to date on how I'm going about doing certain things, seeing that I'm not on radio, right?
COP, hold on.
I don't know if an opportunity will come. It's me. I'm praying that one does come. Right? I'm praying that one does come. But in the interim, I'm going to be practicing keeping myself abreast.
Tommy, who's that?
I don't know. It was sound like Anil, but it was sent to me by the last caller that I had.
Oh, okay. Caller, welcome. COP.
Good night to you, Professor Wall Street.
Good night.
And good night to you, Uncle Tommy.
Same to you, my brother.
Your name is just a distraction. Distraction on this program.
And you won't make it. You don't make it worse, COP. You don't make it worse. I mean, go and do a little homework before you ask that type of question. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And let me tell him now. Them is not African people. Sergeant Alexander, them is not African people, Big George. Them is human beings. They are human beings. We see them as African people and Indian people and Chinese people and them.
Begonians.
For the UNC, we look them as African and Indian. We look at them as human beings and citizens of this country. When I look at people who is African people, look at yourself, look at Keith Rowley, look at Fitzgerald Hines and Camille Robinson Regis, and Penny, 25 cents, 10 cents, or 5 cents, man, or whatever it is. Look at them. They classify themselves as African people, wicked people. So don't look at the UNC administration and say there's African or Indian. Don't do that. Say there's human beings and citizens of this country. Professor Wall Street, was it fear? Am I on, Professor Wall Street?
Yeah, you're on, man.
Yeah. Was it fear for Keith Rowley to run our administration, to run our country with his ministers and them? So much abuse on our treasury. Professor Wall Street, we hearing the Prime Minister saying in a news conference, not in Parliament, where no Parliament privilege, and saying over 600 and something vehicles they give access cards to pass any priority bus route with no records.
625. Yeah.
Just a minister's signature. That is misconduct in public office. And hundreds of millions of dollars in contracts, security contracts and security for ministers and things.
Yeah.
Is that fear, Wall Street? Professor Wall Street, is that fear, Rowley? And you PNM people that listen over there? Why is every quarter of the year the PNM is to tell we ban we belly and tighten we belt, and there's a hard time coming next 2 years, 3 years? PPF a hardship. Was it fear for Faris Alwari to make so much money? In rental?
So much money. Yeah.
That was fear. Big George, he wasn't black. That's how you want to say, well, look, there are no black people there. He wasn't black. He looked just like Kamala, brother. But just with a wicked intention. Professor Wall Street, the money that these people that make on that Keith Rowley administration, and he watched that grow for 10 years, then resign, bully us and take $1 million a year back pay 47% after he's seen everything was happening with our money, you know. Take away the laptop from the children and them. Yes, your PNM supporter. That is what your PNM leader do. Take away the laptop from the children and them. Take away the money from the civil policy children and them. Cut the school feeding program. Cut gate program. Have the schools and them abandoned in this country, in the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. And because you come over here to die a PNM, or you want to die a PNM, you keep a blind eye towards all these things and watch ministers make hundreds of millions of dollars when them had a constitutional responsibility to represent the people and make people's life better. They bring hardship amongst people, amongst community, amongst mothers and fathers, and enrich themselves. And you classify yourself as a black man and you support that. Well, Marcus Garvey ashamed of you today. Kwame Ture ashamed of you today. Malcolm X ashamed of you today. And all the black leaders ashamed of you. Keith Rowley must be proud of you. Keith Rowley must be proud of you. Camille Robinson Regis is proud of you. But the well-thinking people of this country, we are ashamed of you. Thank you, Professor Walsh.
Thank you, man. Listen to this, huh? Listen, man. You know, the sad part of it is this.
Paul.
Go ahead.
ZYE. No, this is Uncle Tommy.
Well, let me make his contribution. Tell him turn on his computer. Turn on his computer.
Turn on your computer and make a contribution.
I don't know computer once. Somebody else? Yes.
Okay, go ahead and talk.
Yeah, I've been studying the program for some time now. And,
yeah, Tommy, we getting our feedback. Tell him the computer. You must be close to his computer, or something is on. It's television or something.
No, I nothing in my bedroom yet. Just me.
All right, go ahead. We getting a little feedback. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, I've been listening to the program for quite some time, and very revealing and very factual, you know. And people who call in and make certain statements, first you need to do some checking, some doing before you just make yourself look very, very stupid, you know. And apart from that, I think, and Thurman, you and I went to school together at Parliamentary Junior Secondary, I think it was.
Who is that? Who is this? What's your name?
I'll tell you this one. You and I were also in to be a person to you.
Okay.
This is Wilson.
Who?
Wilson.
Brian Wilson?
No, not Brian. I used to sprint.
Hayden Wilson.
Yeah.
Hey, you know you're going, brother.
A long time I was supposed to get Wilson.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was telling my baby brother that I know you from quite some time, and I think you were around 850 and stuff.
Yeah,
you know?
Aiden used to run for Ohio. Aiden used to run for Ohio.
Yeah, Ohio. Yeah, I was in Ohio. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I remember that, man. 100 and 200.
100 and 200. Yeah, Ohio and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, man. Well, listening and stuff, and like I say, most of the time, I read all what you see, and I'll listen and keep up the good work.
Yeah, man. Thanks a lot. Thank you, man. All right, cool. Bless.
Thanks for calling.
Yeah, you remember that, Tommy? Boy? I remember that.
Thanks for calling, Hayden.
Thank you, man. So, Tommy, yeah, man. Bless. Caribbean Soul sent me something here. The total payment received for the corporation from the 29th of February 2024 to June 13, 2024. Let me make sure I get that right. Yeah? The amount reflected in the documents of a filing period 2024 and 2025, inclusive of ceased accounts 29th of February 2024 to 13th of June 2024. They receive a total of 135,634, $712 million and $48 or 48 cents. Right? Listen to this. The highest corporation for payment received was Diego Martin Regional Corporation, 16.9 million. Cuba Tabakit Regional Corporation, 16.7 million. Right? And the next one was San Juan Lavantil Regional Corporation, 12 million. San Fernando City Corporation, 11 million. Pinal de Bay Regional Corporation, 10 million. Shoguanas Borough Corporation, 11 million. Right? Tanapuna Piaco Regional Corporation, $23 million.
Wow.
$23 million. You understand? This is $135 million the P&M received. This is the document, you know. This is not they're making it up, you know. The government is being transparent and accountable. P&M, Patty, Big George, P&M Fox, Altair. Where the money gone? Where that money gone? All you need to ask questions. Because inquiring minds want to know 130, you know, boy. And when people say, we say this government evil and wicked and deceitful and disingenuous and all of these things, and vindictive and conniving, right? People that say, well, shit, you don't be using all these big words, boy. Why they be using all the big words? Because you have to use big words to describe the P&M. Immoral, malicious, nefarious, diabolical, heinous, iniquitous, devious, unscrupulous. These are the kind of words you have to use to describe this past P&M government, the past 10 years. Yeah? Yeah, we don't want to hear nothing more news source. We don't want to hear nothing about them. Them sit on the corner like little Jack corner when people were suffering. When we started to play here, Tommy, how people suffering. Hey, Wall Street, where you get that from? Nobody suffering? Who's suffering? That's what they used to tell me. We don't want to hear them. We don't want to hear them. We do not want to hear them. But folks, take a listen to this. UNC come to the rescue again. A woman in Laventilla. Take a listen.
House collapse in Laventille. UNC government rushes to help woman in crisis. Ministry intervenes to aid woman whose house collapsed in Laventille. The Ministry of the People, Social Development and Family Services is set to provide immediate aid to Deborah Woods, a resident of Eastern Quarry, Laventille, who suffered minor injuries on May 18th when a retaining wall adjacent to her property gave way amid prolonged heavy rain, crashing down onto her home and causing extensive structural damage. According to a statement issued by the ministry on Wednesday, a team from the NSDP visited the site on May 19th and conducted an interview with Woods. She was issued a temporary food support card valued at $510 and was advised on additional emergency grants available to her, including a rental assistance grant of up to $2,500 per month for 3 months, a household items grant of up to $10,000 for replacement of furniture and appliances, and a clothing grant of up to $1,000. The ministry has also engaged its National Family Services Division to provide psychosocial support, ensuring that Woods receives the necessary emotional and social care. It also used the incident to reaffirm its role as a secondary responder in national emergencies, with a mandate to support citizens rendered vulnerable by environmental and man-made crises.
So there you have it. There you have it, Tommy. You see, Tommy? Yep. When UNC wins, everybody wins.
He wins.
That's a P&M stronghold. That is a P&M stronghold. It is a P&M stronghold. Yeah? So look at it. Look at it. This is work in action. There's not saying down there and dilly-dallying and want to know if tongue and country get approval or anything like that. No, we're not interested in that. Yeah, Mr. Florida, welcome.
Yeah, before you say anything and do your commentary on that, play the video with the woman in Lavantil who was Ferrari.
Who do what?
Remember that video in the show? With the roof had blue now and she asked for help.
Oh, okay, I'll get it. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah, man.
All right.
Yeah. Mr. Carnage, welcome.
Welcome. I don't get me. Professor Wall Street.
Same to you.
Listening to that press conference today, this evening, where the Prime Minister indicated that all this mismanagement under the PNM.
Yeah.
Right, with the system and change, we're not going nowhere, right? People need to be held accountable, and she keep on reiterating, this is taxpayers' money, right? And these former ministers have to give account for this money, right? Question is where the money is going, right? So I think when they do the books and the checkup and thing, they're supposed to have a paper trail to see how this money was spent. And if nothing can show like that in these ministries, it's cause for serious concerns and serious action to be taken. It's no longer again this blaming game, A president has to start and set somewhere, right? And a harsh amended song, right? We cannot continue like this. This system has to change, right? For this country to move forward, right? People have to be held accountable for their actions.
Correct.
Right? This is taxpayers' money, right? And no longer we just come in and keep a press conference and giving figures and asking questions. Action will be taken, right? So I waited with bated breath for blue lights and silver bracelet because this is not no joking, man. Trinidad just go in a direction now. You see the past, we have to forget that. We have to set a new precedent going forward. Right, Dr. Listening.
Thank you. Tommy?
Yep.
I'll take it after this. Defender, welcome.
Blessed my uncle Tommy on Wall Street.
Yeah.
Same to you.
I don't mean to digress a little bit, but it needs to be said because if this is true, it's very, 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 very frightening. Right?
Yeah.
Yes, I know KFC said and you said we don't want to hear Rhoda Barrett because after 9 years she was quiet, right?
Yeah.
But she said something tonight, worship, that is very alarming about the leaking document of the state of emergency last year. And she said with no uncertain words, so if there is so anybody is she, that Stuart Young leaked the proclamation to a journalist before even senior cabinet ministers got the document. And she's insinuating that the gangsters got a heads up through the leaking of the document. Well, she said to the woman said it. I just repeating it. Quote. Watch it on a serious note. That state of emergency just when they did not do nothing for the country. It did not stem crime. It did not slow down crime. It did nothing. Wall Street, if what that woman said is true tonight on that platform, Wall Street, PNM should never, ever see the corridor of power again.
Defender.
Especially
Defender. If you can't lower the barrier like that.
All have to go.
You're lowering the barrier. Don't lower the barrier. And
I apologize.
Yeah. To me, you know what it is? You know why I just say? Once the toothpaste is out of the tube, you can't put it back in.
You can't put it back in, and I respect that.
How long ago was the state of emergency? When that was? How long were about this information?
Guys are saying what I'm saying. I hope you hear it more, and I respect your views on it.
Yeah.
She should have said it before.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying also.
Right.
She said it now. Well, shit, and that is very damning information. So the police supposed to be going to her door also.
There you go. The police should be, they should already be at her front door, right? Bringing her down in the police station to question her.
to question her. Because
Yes.
she said a lot, you know.
Yeah.
She said a lot.
She should be questioned. Yeah, she should be questioned.
So, as I tell you, we have to make sure Wall Street forget everything else. If we last duty is to make sure this PNM government
Never see the corridors of
see
government in
corridors
Trinidad
of
and Tobago
power
again.
Wall Street, that should be our mantra.
Never. I tell them
Enjoy
20
life,
years.
Wall Street, I'm not going to split over.
Yeah.
And you go dissect it for yourself.
Yeah, all right. Done.
Enjoy your life, go to Wall Street.
Yeah, man. Yeah. You know, Tommy, I have to be honest. I don't want to hear Rhoda Barrett and them. I don't want to hear them. Because they sit down there with information for the people, you know. Yeah, I don't want to hear them. Go ahead,
What's a
KFC.
good night to move on?
Yeah, man, defender.
You know, small thing in the document too, the woman, you know, Javin.
Yeah.
Also, the kicking on Rhoda Barrett all now.
All now. Right?
It's what this deceitful and evil people and
wicked
information. She come out that now.
After the horse already bolted the stable. Right?
Yeah,
because she didn't want to bring down the government. She didn't want to bring down the government. She didn't want to bring out that information because it'll make the PLM look bad. Now the toothpaste is already out of the tube. You come in to try to put it back in Rhoda. We don't want to hear you. We don't want to hear you. We don't want to hear them.
But the young lady, they right, that who get assistant immediately for my honorable minister, Vanda Mohit.
Yeah.
With the assistant. And they are PNM stronghold, you know.
PNM stronghold. Look how quick. And Curry Marcel talking about tongue and country.
You know, UNC government for everybody, we will victimize people like how the PNM like to victimize poor people out here.
Yeah.
I will tell them in the wake up and start putting on that race, put on that policy and opportunities for election. But Mr. Wall Street, one more thing before I go. Them security, them women getting all that money.
Real money.
It's justice and time.
Boy, I don't know if it's just.
Them security, them in City Gate. Take back them contract and give back the government. Them contract and them in green. Let's call them in green amalgamated.
Yeah, amalgamated. Yeah.
You go in green now. Next security
MTS.
They them lock there. And the lock in the labas too. Amalgamated security in them.
Yeah.
You want them go and fly away with the cobos and them, you know. I look so.
Yeah, Tommy.
Yep.
We adamant. You had the information and you're sitting on it because you didn't want to make your government look bad. Now your government out of power, you come in to give you information after the horse already bowled the stable. Look, we not interested. Not interested. The police should knock down her door. Yeah? Because she's the one who used to leak information she used to get from the Minister of Finance. She used to leak it. Now you want to come and tell we what you really. Look, let me go for the break, Let me go for the break. Somebody just sent me, Miss Georgia sent me some of the things from what happened today. Let's go for the breaks first. Let me read a few comments here in the chat. Mr. Intellectual here. Yeah, what the police doing? They charge the black boy for the video. Yeah, but Rhoda Barrett and alive talking information that she need to answer questions for that. Young lie. He leaked the document on Vincent Nelson to his employers in England about his detail with Farris, and they took back his QC status. All his benefits from his chambers. Young lie dangerous. Boy, let me take that break, folks. It's individual. Come to you every. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Don't forget, folks, share the live. WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe. WZYE TV on YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444.
Also at 973-609-6509, 973-609-6509. And remember to share the live.
We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio. WZYE 95.9 FM.
Political cemetery. It's not for people like you and me. It is for all them politicians. And I dig in their grave, no fuck with me hand. I find some of them, they living too long. And every 5 years, it's the same old song. Some of them dead, just shame to lie down. So I prepare for them a burial ground. Rowley, my first grave for he. The joy in my heart, put him down with me. All of them useless politicians, only making up numbers in my island. Al-Rari, I refuse body. I leave them Muslim, them to deal with he. Big smile on my face and with me bare hand. It's time to move cash from out of this land. But I taking my time with he. I personally will prepare his body. Make sure he have a sardonic grin on his face. That's all he does do. That man is a waste. Bury he in the back of my cemetery. Turn he upside down, he face I can see. Look for the strongest grave digger to cover he. Not with the hand, put good fork on he. Gypsy, political grasshopper. I may feel a little pity cause he's my brother. But like Tarzan, he's swinging the vine. It's time I help you to make up your mind. Fitzgerald, Rasta City. I know they go glad to get the body. Resi on the tam down fall to see. Drink 2 beers and watch go get happy. I don't care all who go vex with me, but Kamala I not ready to bury. She is a strong, determined woman like me, and deserve a chance to run this country. When she in power, I don't go hungry. And Calypsonian does get big money. She don't deserve no spot in my cemetery. I putting she in the center of the city. Paula, you too damn lazy. You sit on a throne, my woman die daily. You deserve a nice spot in my cemetery. All you do is just collect big salary. Regis, you disappoint me with your racial tongue. You like you can see. Your baba does trim you with weed waka. All day, all you do is sushila. Fally boy, you is a boss. I celebrate with you when PNM lost. One day you must come bust a line with me. We gon' knock a glass, make myself happy. I yadi that what you is to me. A grassroots man, stand up for country. I will stand by your side and watch you at work. But if you falter, you're going to get fucked. Watson, what is wrong with you? I thought you and Fally would have stick like glue. Boy, shake the man hand and tighten that spade before PNM come back and win that race. Shamfa, one quiz sacrifice. Yet every week she have new weave, man, she living nice. You and the cold but man resemble and strong. A bum seated red and you like a tongue.
And here you have it, folks. There you have it. There you have it. Of course. Yeah?
Yep.
Hold on.
No more red. No more red. No more red. No more red. No right foot again. No more struggle, no more strain, no more pain. We want to see we way, we want a brighter day. No more Rowley again. Bye bye Rowley, bye bye. Bye bye Rowley, bye bye. We're not voting for you. We tired of the bloodshed, tired of the taxes, tired of the potholes and all the excuses. Tired of no water, tired of stretching at the law, tired of the high grocery bills. No left foot, right foot again. No more struggle, no more strain, no more pain. We want to see we way, we want a brighter day. No more Rowley again. Bye bye Rowley, bye bye. Bye bye Rowley, bye bye. We're not voting for you. We're tired of the bloodshed, tired of the taxes, tired of the potholes and all the excuses. Tired of no water, tired of stretching a dollar, tired of the high grocery bills. No left foot, right foot again. No more struggle, no more strain, no more pain. We want to see we way, we want a brighter day. No more Rowling again. Bye bye Rowley, bye bye. Bye bye Rowley, bye bye. We're not voting for you. No more red, 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 no more red. No left foot, right foot again. No more struggle, no more strain, no more pain. We want to see we way, we want a brighter day. No more Rowling again. Bye bye Rowley, bye bye. Bye bye Rowley, bye bye. We're not voting for you. Bye bye Rowley, bye bye. Bye bye Rowley, bye bye. We're not voting for you.
Of course, that is the anthem song, boy. Bye bye Rowley, bye bye. Tommy, we have. Let me play this video. Let me go back to the chat real quick, and then I'm gonna play this video. You know, Tommy, I used to think. No, I didn't used to think. I knew that there was some type of water discrimination in Trinidad and Tobago. Do you believe there's sort of water discrimination in Trinidad and Tobago?
Of course.
Yeah, let me take this call. KFC, welcome.
Yeah, Mr. Walsh.
Yeah.
Mr. Walsh, MTS. They run and government will MTS sent?
You know, I ain't sure, you know. I don't know. I don't know.
Well, amalgamate to that the 1% and then the Justice Center and then controlling the Labas and City Gates. Let's take back them contract from them 1% and them and give people who are security firms. But Mr. Walsh is breaking news, but what them people only coming out? Where our bars was now the big belly evil pastor come out and you have about 15 people in life.
Yeah, I listen to this, eh? Somebody sent me a video where he playing with what some prophet said.
Big belly pastor.
I refuse to play that. I not playing that.
Prediction.
Yeah, I not playing that. I know me playing that. I not playing that. I not give them fellas no oxygen. I not giving them any oxygen. I'm not.
Give them no airplane. You not give them no airplane on your night.
Yeah.
Broadcast here, man.
Nah, I ain't giving them no oxygen. None.
We don't want them chin them over here, but we have to burn out them chin them and bury them politically. Once mustn't see the corridor of power anymore for the PNM.
Yeah, man.
And you see that Mava, Blue Soap man, hold yourself. If you attack a Barry, know your place. There's no need any mash up the ministry.
Yeah. So here we have it. The National, thank you, Caribbean Soul. The National Maintenance, Training and Security Corporation Limited, MTS, is a fully owned state enterprise in Trinidad and Tobago. It evolved from an American company, Edu System, where the state initially held 7% share In 1979, the government acquired 97% of the shares and later purchased the remaining shares in 1982, making MTS a fully government-owned entity. The Ministry of Public Utilities oversees MTS, right? So MTS is fully owned by the state enterprise. Again, your man Caribbean Soul comes through, all right? But I want all to listen to this. I used to think growing up in Chumakak that they used to tell me water gone by, I will say by 11 a.m. in the morning, Tommy, we have no water. And they used to say water gone. That is what they used to tell me. And stupid we used to believe that. And then we had to go to our standpipe now, almost a mile away from where we living in Chumakak, to go and bathe, to go to school. And we used to say, boy, water gone, boy. Water gone. Yeah. Certain people, you can't give oxygen, eh? I tell you no.
True.
No, that's certain people. Told me to say, straight dog go back and every car does go by. Certain people, you can't give them no oxygen. You understand? No mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. Nah, don't give them that. Just leave them. Leave them. All right? So, Tommy, let me play this. I want you all to listen to this. Listen to this.
Go ahead.
The Minister of Public Utilities is promising to instruct the Water and Sewerage Authority, WZYE, to release a report in the coming days that allegedly reveals geographic discrimination in water distribution under the previous administration. Speaking with Guardian Media yesterday...
You see, Tommy, geographic water discrimination. That is what they used to do to we up in Lavantil. PNM. The PNM, because we weren't intelligent enough to understand what was being done to us, and we just used to say, Tommy, water used to go by you all, yeah?
Of course.
How often?
It was bad. It was bad at one point.
Every day.
I can't remember the frequency, but over the years, it had gotten better.
Tommy, up in Chumakak, Lavantil, every day, and some days you ain't getting no water. None. Cancel Christmas. It's over. No water for you. That's what they used to do. And stupid we. You say, hey, water gone, boy. Water gone. Geographical water discrimination. Yeah, remember like the promised waterfall in 1959. Don't forget that.
Right.
A friend of mine's in here. Let me don't call your name, eh? Listen, take a listen, folks. Let me continue to listen.
Barry Padarath referenced a media release from WZYE on Tuesday, which claimed that in 2024, only 19% of its customers received a 24/7 water supply, while between January to April this year, it improved slightly to 27% of customers. Padarath said this data directly conflicted with former Public Utilities Minister Marvin Gonzalez's assertion that it was close to 61% with an...
You hear those lie? 61% they told us. Right? Boldface lie. Lie. WZYE released the report. This is not Barry Padarath releasing this report or the UNC releasing this report. This is WZYE. And how we go trust them fellas in them? That's why I tell all you, all of them have to go. All of them. We want to see the backs of all of them. And for the next 20 years, we don't even want to see them. We don't want to see them. They are not good for Trinidad and Tobago. They're not good.
Uninterrupted supply. Marvin Gonzalez needs to explain to the people of Trinidad and Tobago why he lied to them, because the former minister would have had the same data that WZYE is putting in the public domain. And this is an independent report that was put out without my knowledge into the public space, Padarath said. He added, so the former minister has a lot more questions to answer, and if it is anyone who should be receiving any blows, it should be Marvin Gonzalez for lying to the people of Trinidad and Tobago on an important issue of water. Water impacts people every single day of their lives. Minister Padarath said he would ask the state entity to produce a full report showing how water was distributed during the PNM's term in office, as he believes it will reinforce the UNC's prior claims that there was geographic discrimination in water distribution. Some parts of this country receive a 24/7 supply continuously, and some parts don't receive water for weeks and months. You will see the geographic discrimination that occurred under the PNM. Why is it that Penal, Debe, Kumuto, Manzanilla, Toko, Kuva South, and Kuva North, along the corridor, there are some areas that still don't receive water, but there are other...
And you know what make it worse? Think about this. I could guarantee you all, I don't want no statistics, I don't want no facts. I'm going back to my days on working at the New York Stock Exchange, and I'm going to speculate now. I'm going to speculate. You know speculation? Whereas when you speculate, you buy a stock, you're speculating it's going to go up in price. I speculate, you know. I want to speculate that two of the communities with respect to geographical water discrimination is Lavantil West and Mova Lavantil East. Two PNM stronghold communities. Yes, geographical water discrimination. Lavantil West and Mova Lavantil East. Two PNM stronghold. And all you go tell me the PNM good to people who just vote for them? Them good? And that's what them doing, the own supporters who put them in power, for all them 75 years that they've been in power. Yeah, 75. Get them 75. Let me continue to listen.
Other parts of the country, there are no challenges, Padarath posited. Padarath also promised to release the now scrapped transformation plan for WZYE. I will share with the public a copy of the transformation plan over the next few days, highlighting the areas that the former government focused on. And they focused on the HR, human resources, element of the transformation. They did not focus on the day-to-day operations of WZYE. How do you make it a profitable company? How do you make it a sustainable company? In an immediate response, Gonzalez called Padarath a liar. He claimed Padarath pressured the authority to release false information. I have received information from multiple sources that the minister and his small team inside of WZYE bullied people to put this lying statement out. Check out all where work was done over the last 4 years. The minister is a mischief maker and deceiver. Gonzalez then shared via WhatsApp several news articles and media releases from WZYE in a bid to support his point. In a media release dated January 2025, WZYE boasted of groundbreaking water supply improvement project for Woodland and San Francisco areas. He then shared a CNC3 news article from November 17, 2023, where Freeport residents expressed gratitude for an improved water supply. Meanwhile, Minister Padarath said he is still awaiting instructions on how government will proceed with plans to dismiss 34 executives who were brought on by Gonzalez to oversee the now defunct transformation plan. Speaking at the post-cabinet news briefing on May 15th, Padarath said this will result in savings of around $30 million for the state. Asked for an update yesterday, Padarath said, "You would have to go through a proper HR and IR, industrial relations, introspection, in terms of how these things are addressed. I have not received that just as yet from WZYE, so I am waiting to receive that." He is expecting that to come within the week.
All you hear for yourself? You hear for yourself? But I want you all to listen to this. Yeah? Lavantil got the best water supply under the PP. I'm not surprised. Batman say Wall Street, Diego Martin too is horrible with water. Volsang says it will surprise me if geographical discrimination took place with water. If they are accustomed doing it in their strongholds, why not? Yeah, because we take it. When they tell me water gone, we just say water gone. We ain't worried about this. Kasadoma, NYSC trader respect. Yeah. I see a comment by PNM and Fox. Let me see what he said. I want to see something. He make a statement here. Or, yeah. But Kamala Prasad is actually right. No refund for them. None. Don't get them 1 penny refund. Or penny. I can't say penny, right? Because I might think it's penny you're talking about, Tommy. Not even 5 cents refund. Don't get them a 5 cents refund. In opposition, Kamala Prasad told them, don't pay the property tax. Correct? Yeah, don't pay it. All they went and paid, and all they want refund now? No. None for you. None. Let me take the money and fix the road. Let me take the money and fix the schools. Let me take the money and do things what the PNM wasn't doing. If the money is still there, we ain't sure. But listen to this. Listen to this one. Okay, listen to this one. Well, listen to this, eh? In 2015, 53% of the population in Trinidad and Tobago received a 24-hour water supply. That represented a significant increase from 17% in 2010. Who was in power then? Tommy, I don't remember. Between 2010 to 2015.
Partnership.
No, you sure? You sure? And we have 52% water supply 24/7. What did we have recently, Tommy? What was the number? 27%?
20-something, 26, 27.
27%? So, Tommy, we had a reduction in almost 100%. Imagine that. COP, welcome.
Very good night to you again, Uncle Tommy.
Yeah, man.
Yes. Professor Walshid,
Yeah.
they can't take that property tax money and fix the road and thing.
It's gone. It's gone.
Up to now, they can't find the money.
It's gone through.
They can't find the money. And if you listen to him both for election, and platform he was saying is $200 million.
Yeah.
The raise and property tax.
Yeah.
And now the local government minister was in charge of that. I think that was Faris Alwari. And they can't find the money. Google, they can't find the money.
Imagine that, boy. COP, what kind of government is that, boy? Seriously, boy.
A wicked. That is not even a government. That is an entity.
Oh, you know what?
Sure.
A government.
Yeah.
Government.
The sure. Gang. That Keith Rowley speak about. And anybody expose them to try to kill them politically.
Correct.
But I want to tell the Attorney General, I hope you was taking note. Because I watch, man, you can't raise 35-45 million dollars in property tax. That's on record. And the new administration coming in office and can't find that money, you know. These people them campaign out with money.
Yeah, boy.
Professor Wall Street.
Yeah, boy. No joke, you know. Yep. You know.
Can I accept that? Anyway, have a good night.
Yeah.
I'll be back.
You know, Tommy, it's all kind of, you know, what they say? Mouth open, Tory jump out. Is that what they say?
Yep.
Something like that?
Yep, it's like that.
You know, they have all different kind of sayings. Yeah, but I want you all to listen to this one, though. I know this already in the public space, but I just want you all to listen to it again. This is the kind of thing we have happened in Trinidad and Tobago. You understand? With taxpayers' money. Taxpayers' money, you know. That wasn't them fellas' money, you know. Taxpayers' money. Yeah? Them was just spending nilly-willy, boy. Yeah? All right, I go give you 50,000. I'm moving over, so come on, hold me. I will still get you 50,000. Don't worry yourself.
Love or law? What is the relationship between Tanel Ramkissoon and Faris Al-Rawi? Tinel Ramkissoon and her connection to former Attorney General and former Minister of Rural Development and Local Government, Faris Al-Rawi, raises alarm bells. According to reports, during Mr. Al-Rawi's tenure as Attorney General, he went to Cabinet to create an entirely new position for Ms. Ramkissoon, Director of Chambers. Ms. Ramkissoon was appointed to this post with a reported salary of TTD $50,000 per month plus benefits. The role, by its very nature, held considerable influence within the ministry, prompting concern among some civil servants. A member of the former AG Al-Rawi's secretariat stated, Ms. Tinel Ramkissoon operated as if she was the Deputy Attorney General. Following the cabinet reshuffle in 2022, which resulted in the replacement of Mr. Al-Rawi as Attorney General by Reginald Armour SC, Ms. Ramkissoon reportedly remained in her post for a brief period. However, she was subsequently relieved of her duties. Sources suggest that AG Reginald Armour couldn't work with her, as she was feeding information about the ministry and its internal affairs to Faris Al-Rawi, even though he was fired as AG. Immediately after, Ms. Ramkissoon got a new job. Guess where? Faris Al-Rawi, as Minister of Rural Development and Local Government, created a brand new position for her called Director of Legal Services. Again, this position reportedly came with a monthly salary of TTD $50,000, raising eyebrows about the rapid transition and repetition of a high salary role. What hold does she have on Faris Al-Rawi? Reports from members of staff in both ministries indicated that the two have been involved in a relationship more than just work. Hence the reason she was able to choose what position she wanted and was able to quickly get a job wherever he went. More to this story in the coming days. Stay tuned.
Tommy, it is so sad. It is so sad, man. I mean, Mr. Santa Cruz said they say you sell out, but it was the PP government who started the cesspit eradication in Laventille. And when PNM came into office, they stopped it. Khan said they had no money but board paintings. Okay, I even go to the Casadoma says government and truth. Yeah, that's them. Them was the government. We had a Gova tree in we yard, you know. And Gova used to taste good though. Tommy, you had a Gova tree in your yard?
Nearby, had one.
Yeah, we had a Gova tree in our yard, but Gova real good. I'm gonna play some voice notes before people get vexed on me. But I want to I'm gonna play this thesis of a voice note here.
Hi. Yes. Well, some people sounding so surprised at what they're hearing and what is written. But isn't this the normal after election talk, isn't it? I think people memory sometimes does disappoint them, you know. When the PNM got in 2015, wasn't it the same kind of raise up the rug, see what between the floor and the carpet, and calling out X, Y, Z, and heads will roll, blue lights and silver bracelet, wasn't it? So this is a normal after election thing. Oh gosh, all of those sound so shocked and surprised now. I mean, some of the things I'm hearing, if they are true, I still maintain what I have April 28th. Anybody that is guilty of doing ugliness, no matter what color they wear, they should face the court and be dealt with. Anybody, I don't care what color it is. Because these people, they hold up some kind of book in most cases, saying that I will be true and honorable, and I will be this and I will be that. And then after this is what it have to show? Nah, man. Ah, man, that ain't good enough. So, yeah, if you find all these things, bring it to the fore. Let me deal with it. Anybody. You understand? And hopefully, we get back the 400 million too. We want to know where the money going or no. Right? So let me be just on one side, on one set alone. Right? The $34 million. Or is it that people ain't care about them things? Okay, if they care about that, all right, no problem. If they care about them things, let me just sing the PNM alone because we don't want the PNM again. Ever. Ever. So no problem. All right then. We're listening.
You have two voicemail here. You want me to play them?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Hi. Yes. Well, some people sounding so surprised at what they're hearing and what is written. But isn't this the normal after election talk, isn't it? I think people memory sometimes does disappoint them, you know. When the PNM got in 2015, wasn't it the same kind of raise up the rug, see what between the floor and the carpet, and calling out X, Y, Z, and heads will rule, blue lights and silver bracelet, wasn't it? So this is a normal after election thing. Oh gosh, all of those sound so shocked and surprised now. I mean, some of the things I'm hearing, if they are true, I still maintain what I have said pre-28, April 28. Anybody that is guilty of doing ugliness, no matter what color they wear, they should face the court and be dealt with. Anybody, I don't care what color it is, because these people, they hold up some kind of book in most cases, saying that I will be true and honorable, and I will be.
I mean, I just saying recording, no. You gotta continue. Play the next one. Go play the next one.
Then after this is what it have to show. Nah, man. That ain't good enough. It's unfortunate that water sometimes get caught in the political dogfight. Yeah. And listen, water troubles, water problems isn't anything new. It's not 100 years old. It's not 1,000 years old. Yeah. Way back in the book of Genesis, chapter 26, somewhere down there, had water problems, cause all kind of bacchanal and kuchu and kankatang. So they were talking about, I think in 1960, PNM talk about water and had a water thing. Yeah, you had a book so far back. Was it Mr. Gangasek who said water for all? Did he say water for all? He leave, he go, and he no longer there. All get water. So I guess it's water talk continues.
Let me play this one here. Hold on. Something going on. Hold on. Let me see something. I think I have one here. I don't know if the
Good night, Wall Street, and Uncle Tommy, and to everybody again. The lady said, "Don't test me." She's showing them, "Don't test me," and she was right. The person in charge of UE, she was right to tell her you did nothing for years, and now you come in to want to predict, to want to dictate what to do. No, don't test her. She'll take it out from under your purview and bet your bottom dollar. Farah's coming with big press conference tomorrow, eh? Crying like a baby, right? They're taking back your money, but I knew that was going to happen. We all know that was going to happen when 4 days before the general election, Farah signed a new lease agreement with that building in San Fernando for the National Insurance Board. That is greed. We have to put a stop to this greed. Thanks a lot, guys.
So, folks, I want to show you guys something real quick. Tommy, it's my understanding that 75%. Let me take this call. Yeah, Bitcoin, welcome.
Gosh, Uncle Tommy, it is terrorized.
Bitcoin. Hello?
I have another voicemail.
Hold on. Bitcoin.
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
Right. Yeah, the man out talking, he sent 2 voicemail, boy. Make him remember the panel now. I let him talk now. It could be 3 audience for that too.
Yeah, you go do that.
Gosh.
Yeah, you gotta do
I
it.
will terrorism, you're terrorizing me, you know. Oh. So I gotta sue you for that. You give me a mental breakdown. We talking about 1960, boy? 1960 you talking about?
Yeah.
Like 65 years ago. And we are talking about 5 years in the term Pandey, when Ganga Singh make that statement. And all they had 65 years, you know, to do make a turn in that and give water for people. What about the fellow last week when he called and he say he ain't getting water for the last 10 years? Eh? And now he getting water every evening. What about that? Why is I hearing people in different areas now they're saying they're getting water and they wasn't getting before? What is it change? Why that happening now? You see, that as this what I was saying, there is practice, what they say, discrimination in certain areas of
Yeah.
people.
Geographical discrimination.
Geographical discrimination.
Yeah.
Understand? And you know, a little bit of rainfall, and all of a sudden the catchment points and where they catching water, they getting water now. Why isn't getting water all the time? Tommy and Mr. Walshy. When you rain for the PNM, that place wasn't catching no water. I see what the water reservoir get gone up by 7% in some areas. I want to know how they catch water so much water in one day, boy. And before when PNM was in office, they wasn't catching no water there. Like I used to always say, like Wasaba leaking the reservoir, you know. So that way water never so full up there. Yeah, all the reservoir have leaks too. Because to see Wasa and they need to fix and pocket. That's why you see they wasn't catching any water. But this country into some rare music and
Musical chairs, man. Musical chairs.
Yep.
Yes. But I mean, the truth had to come out. And
Must come
all who involved in all kind of shenanigans, I want the TTPS. They have investigation powers in this country to investigate and arrest people. They can be selective in what they're doing.
Yeah.
I see they're calling for the $90,000 missing down in San Fernando. Yes, all these things they have to hold people and lock them up where they catch them. I don't care if they UNC area, PNM or whatever area. Once people doing mischief there at taxpayers' expense, they have to be arrested and brought for justice. You understand?
Yeah,
Time to end this stupidity that's going on and lock up people. Have a good night.
Yeah, man. Bless. Tommy, you can play a voice note.
Let's hear what this is.
Doing the lives, keeping you up to date on how I'm going about doing certain things, seeing that I'm not on radio, right?
This is a repeat.
Radio anymore. I don't know if an opportunity will come its way. I'm praying that one does come. All right? I'm praying that one does come. But in the interim, I'm going to be practicing keeping myself abreast.
It's made the same damn thing twice.
Okay. Have a next one?
Nah.
Oh, is it? All right, I want you.
Wall Street. Play back that video with Faris Alwari for the people. We deserve to get at her next time.
So, folks, I'll go play it back. I want you guys to take a listen to this, right? And the reason why I'm playing this for you guys, I want you guys to see what the UNC did with respect to the Penal Debe campus and the evil, wicked PNM, right? Leave it there where it could be utilized for many, 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 many people to have received a college education and many other things on this campus in Penal Debe. So I'm going to stop it to show you guys some things. Take a listen to this. This is from UWE now. UWE released this. Now, all I know is politics. Yeah? Because UWE trying to cover their tail now. After 10 years, they get Novocaine in their gums, Novocaine in their tongue, Novocaine in their brains, and not one word from them. Yeah? And all of a sudden now, they're releasing these things. Right? They are just like Rhoda Barrett. They are just same story.
UWI provides clarification on the UWI St. Augustine South Campus.
Now, watch this, right? You see this? This is an academic building lecture room. You see?
Yep.
Squandermania by the PNM. Well, look at it. Right? Underutilized. And I hope the UE people didn't go and put all them chairs in that room to make it look so, Tommy.
Hmm.
You never know,
Anything could happen.
Anything is possible, Because, under the PNM, they don't have nothing to say. They was very quiet. But anyway, let me continue.
At Penal Debe operations. St. Augustine, Trinidad and Tobago.
I'm going to fast.
Statement to save for one building structure.
Listen to this. This is in another room. This one is called the moot court. Want to watch it? You see? Wicked, evil PNM. Because the UNC built it, that's People's Partnership, they let it sit down there and rot. No use for them. You see the room, Tommy?
Yep. Buildings.
All right, there we go. I want to show you something.
And it was assessment conducted between
you guys the room.
Estimates for urgent upgrades.
This is the Student Union gym, right? I don't think that thing was utilized in 10 years. But PNM in power again. You see? All you see? Yeah, and you know what it is, boy? You will trying to make yourself look good, but they embarrass themselves. They embarrass themselves. Because how could you have these things sitting on here for 10 years, and 10 years later, you now go and release it? You now go and show the people on them this. You should have been complaining to the PNM back then. But there we go. That is the Student Union gym. There we go forward. Look here. This is the Student Union Guild. I don't know, again, if they put these chairs in that room and them table and them to fix it up to make it look good. But this is it. 10 years. 10 years. Student Union Guild. All right, there we go again. I'm not giving you guys the audio because I just want you guys to see the building. Yeah? Take a look, man. Take a look. Now, look at this one. This is the academic building staff room. You see? 10 years. All them things sit on there. 10 years. There we go again. That is the academic building staff room. Look at this one. Academic building computer lab. Taxpayers' money wasted. 10 years under the PNM. 10 years under the PNM. I think that's the last one. I don't think they have any more. Yeah, that's the last one. So Tommy, you see for yourself? You see? That's where our tax dollars went. And the PNM just squander the tax dollars. Yeah? You know, Caribbean Soul, you're right. They should give me that building for me to run it. Correct is right. Let me play this voice now.
Boss, it would really, really help if you listen with your ears. The host is the one who talk about 1960 and PNM and what? Huh? Gosh, boy.
You know, John, I wouldn't be surprised, that them stage that, Tommy, I wouldn't be surprised about that,
True.
That them stage our room, Yeah, KFC.
Hello, good night, Mr. Worship.
Huh?
That you campus,
You
seeing there?
Yeah, that the UEDB campus. I would have telling me.
So nice and looking after 10 years? or that Photoshop, I feel that Photoshop.
Yeah.
We seen that Philippines last night, 10 years.
I watched it. I said, well, wait now, why? 10 years, why? And that thing looks so good.
It's remember my guy in PNM when the Honorable Dr. Mula went down there and started reading that act. But the people who in charge of you is that PNM party group number 3.
Yeah. That PNM party group number 3. Correct is right.
Yeah.
100%.
They're very sad, but they play with the fruit of the nation, the younger generation, Mr. Worship.
You know, joke, Nice shoot, man.
We're gonna fix it, so we're gonna benefit from them down in the Southland,
Yeah, we go fix it. We have to fix it.
We have to fix it. We want doctors, we want all kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, bless.
So let me quickly play this other one for you guys. This is the one when the Minister of Energy went down to Penal Day Bay, and he had an interview in front of the so take a listen to this. Folks, put your closing quotes in the chat and send your closing voice notes. Put your closing quotes and your closing comments in the chat and send your voice notes.
This morning we had a tour arranged by the University of the West Indies, led by the principal, Professor Rosemary Bellantwine, and other officials of the UE, including in the tour, of course, is the Minister of Tertiary Education, the Honorable Professor Prakash Prasad, the Member of Parliament for Oropouche West, Dr. Lakram Bodo, and myself in my capacity as Member of Parliament for this area, Oropouche East. It was a horrific experience in a certain way, to see after 10 years the state of disrepair, the horrific state of some areas of this campus. This is a massive, almost palatial type of campus, 100+ acres. It is covered mainly, 75% is covered, as a derelict site, as a rust site, overrun in some areas by bush and grass and vine. And the railings, all the fabricated work and so on is in a state of rust and decay. The swimming pool is empty. The sporting facilities are, run down. It has not been occupied for 10 years. I felt extremely angry that in 10 years, the PNM government never opened this campus. And the horrible sight to see student halls unoccupied, potentially beautiful classrooms and lecture halls. In fact, there's a moot court built here for the law school. I mean, I told the principal it looks like the International Criminal Court. It looked like the ICC or the International Court of Justice in The Hague. It is so beautiful. And to think that in all these years it was never used. The cricket pavilion, unbelievable. It has been abandoned, overrun by bush and overrun by vegetation and so on. They have a lot of Kobo now using this facility as a resting place. When we looked at the classrooms and so on, we have the photographs, of course, of what would have been beautiful boardrooms and teaching facilities and so on, run down with. It's just horrible to see it. On the other hand, Reutech has been occupying here for some time, a short time, and there are facilities that are being used, and you can see where has been used and where they have fixed. It is top of the line, state of the art facilities. This will take some funding to renovate, to rehabilitate, really, to refurbish in some cases. It is intricate work, but it's really sad that in 10 years, this has been left in this state. In fact, this was only occupied during the COVID, given the emergency that they faced. So I was left here very sad, but very angry that such a facility, over $500 million in assets, would have been left to just remain in a state of disrepair.
Yeah. Sad. So sad. Yeah, Caribbean Soul, you're right. I believe Wall Street will be happy seeing the poverty rate drop for black people and getting that building. You're absolutely correct. You're full 100. Yeah. But Gordon Joseph and them don't want that. Them don't want that. Them don't want the UNC to do that, You know why? Because the PNM ain't doing it. Them don't want the UNC to do that. But I saw you fall, I saw you fall, Let's take this voice note.
Professor Wall Street, you only show me inside the building. What about outside the building where it's looking like the Amazon rainforest and the jungle outside it?
Yeah.
All kind of trees growing up. There are pavilion there are trees inside the pavilion, The tree taller than the pavilion building. If it's overrun with bush, all the railing rusty and rotten away, and trees growing all up upstairs, the building, Kareli bush and thing growing there. You can go and harvest Kareli in the market for that. The place overrun with bush. Why Valentine and show you that is she responsible for that place? Is she is the one that in charge of that building for the University of the West Indies, Professor Bella Antoine. Is she playing political football with the place for the last 10 years? That's why it's in that condition. $500 million of taxpayer money gone down the drain. And we don't know how much millions more it would cost to refurbish that place back into sustainable living for human beings or for schools to operate through there. It's a waste of taxpayer money. Then Antoine and them show the political or PNM agenda there. That's what she about. Making the place a what? A medical faculty, You can incorporate medicine, you can incorporate law and other things there. You can make it a multifaceted building because the place is on a big piece of land. That way you can not make it one place alone. You have a wrong and outer place, Antoine. The Prime Minister will deal with you in due course. She could deal with you. Have a good day, Uncle Tony.
Yeah, man. Bless.
Good night.
You have any voice notes yet, Tommy?
No, none right now.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, I just want to say, Tommy, that, so much things are coming to light right now that it is very sad. Let me see if I could squeeze another video in here before we go. Let me see. What time is it there? Let me see if I have
9:55.
No, I have a short video. Yeah, Mr. Florida.
Mr. Tommy, you know, going Joseph, have a green ED, you know.
In what?
So, in ED. So, the University of the West Indies, Trinidad and West Indies, the country needs ways to get in foreign direct investment.
Correct.
You know, so let me fight the government now. You know, if you leave the government to open up the law firm and have for the doctors and you know, we'll get from the outside coming in. Let me try and see the best way we can get this foreign direct investment. You know, because for the past 10 years, all of them was silent because you know why? They fear Rowley. And this same Rowley took some new ministers, right, and teach them the wrong way. And now Rowley going in the sunset, and these new MPs he have and these new politicians following straight in his track. They're being very disrespectful and they're speaking out of context. The reason why I wanted to show you the building with the lady from Lavantil when she was complaining, she went to the PNM for 3 years for help to fix. And all of a sudden she's got a regional corporation and this and that. Now, UNC in power, this lady building fall down and they're giving her assistance in record time. So I want the people to understand. Compare the two governments with us. One little example, Mr. Anselm go play the video and he go show all you that which government cares about people. Look on this, Mr. Anselm.
Thank you. Thank you. So folks, take a listen to this again. All right. We're going to play this because it's a short one just before we go. Put your closing comments in the chat and send your closing voice notes. Put your closing comments and your closing quotes.
Love or law? What is the relationship between Tanel Ramkissoon and Faris Al-Rawi? Tanel Ramkissoon and her connection to former Attorney General and former Minister of Rural Development and Local Government, Faris Al-Rawi, raises alarm bells. According to reports, during Mr. Al-Rawi's tenure as Attorney General, he went to Cabinet to create an entirely new position for Ms. Ramkissoon, Director of Chambers. Ms. Ramkissoon was appointed to this post with a reported salary of TTD $50,000 per month plus benefits. The role, by its very nature, held considerable influence within the ministry, prompting concern among some civil servants. A member of the former AG Al-Rawi's secretariat stated, Ms. Tanel Ramkissoon operated as if she was the Deputy Attorney General. Following the cabinet reshuffle in 2022, which resulted in the replacement of Mr. Al-Rawi as Attorney General by Reginald Armour SC, Ms. Ramkissoon reportedly remained in her post for a brief period. However, she was subsequently relieved of her duties. Sources suggest that AG Reginald Armour couldn't work with her as she was feeding information about the ministry and its internal affairs to Faris Al-Rawi, even though he was fired as AG. Immediately after, Ms. Ramkissoon got a new job. Guess where? Faris Al-Rawi, as Minister of Rural Development and Local Government, created a brand new position for her called Director of Legal Services. Again, this position reportedly came with a monthly salary of TTD $50,000, raising eyebrows about the rapid transition and repetition of a high salary role. What hold does she have on Faris Al-Rawi? Reports from members of staff in both ministries indicated that the two have been involved in a relationship more than just work. Hence the reason she was able to choose what position she wanted and was able to quickly get a job wherever he went. More to this story in the coming days. Stay tuned.
And there you have it, folks. We're going to take a quick break. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Walsheet, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We're going to take that break, and when we come back, we're going to wrap up. I'm going to stick and stay.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
We are back with you. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Wall Street, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. Of course, folks, you come to every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Don't forget, whenever you join us, share the live, WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe, WZYE TV and YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444.
Also, 973-609-6509, 973-609-6509. And as Professor said, share the live.
Yeah, let me say welcome to Himalaya Maharaj, Nalo Sicharan, Anand Tilaksen, well, Rajendra is in the chat, and Rosemary Prasad Sinat, and also to Ingrid Matthews as well. All right, so let me give my closing quote. Let me see if there's any more in here. Okay, let me see. Casadoma, where are you joining us from? I think Casadoma is new here. Where are you joining us from? Just quickly put in the chat where you're joining us from. What time that thing start tomorrow, Tommy? You know?
Not sure. Parliament?
Yeah.
Not sure. Maybe.
Yeah, I gotta look it up.
Maybe 10 o'clock. I don't know.
Yeah, because I'd go out and run. I want to come back in time. Or you know, I had something to do and I forget it. Anyway, folks, this is my closing quote. Hold on. Yeah, KFC.
Yeah. Hi. Good night, Mr. Washington, Uncle Tommy, and all the viewers, man.
Thank you, man.
Mr. Washington, the Parliament open 1 o'clock tomorrow, man. All roads will be Parliament tomorrow, man.
All right. So we gotta stream it.
I see you playing AK tight clothes, Johnny Sukaran. Making sure you lady eat too.
Yeah.
Making sure eat that. But we do the money. We collect all the property tax, Mr. Washington. You don't know no corporation, you get no money.
No money for them.
You think that what that statement, Minister of Finance, make the Honorable Cabinet Minister come and clear it up. Look at them back no money. There was in the rain, there was in the hot sun to pay property tax, and she warned them about that.
Yep.
We ain't getting the garbage collection on time. The drainage, we get flood all over. Supposed to be knocking at them fellas down. Let them lock up people now. We gotta start playing the blame game now when we start watching.
Correct is right.
You see them politicians go in jail and make lifetime in jail, you know. Politicians for corruption. A politician can make a lifetime in jail, making a lifetime right now when we start watching.
Yep.
Until Sunday, meet again, man. Bless the Lord.
Yeah, we go stream the opening of Parliament tomorrow.
I have to be out there. I out there.
Yeah, man. Bless. Here's my closing quote for the day. Oh, good. All these things I have on my phone, by. Or Tommy, we go talk about that on Sunday. Okay, here we go.
Good morning. Take a deep breath. The Holy Spirit is in control of everything. And the word for this Thursday, May 22nd, is trust. Because trusting isn't about having all the answers. It's about walking with a steady heart, even when the path feels uncertain. It's about moving forward even when everything seems stuck, because deep down, the soul knows heaven is taking care of it all. Lord, I place this day in your hands. Guide me with your wisdom. Calm me with your presence. Strengthen me with your grace, the same grace that lifted me when no one saw and carried me when I was about to give up. Take away the rush in my heart to understand everything. Teach me to rest in your timing. May the pressures of the day not silence your voice, and may no circumstance pull me away from the certainty that I am safe in you. If today things get out of my control, remind me that nothing escapes your care, because while I worry, you are already working behind the scenes. If the winds shift, anchor me in your peace. And if the journey is long, walk with me, step by step, reminding me that those who trust in you are never alone. In your name, I pray. Amen. If this
From where I sit, this is it. The clock on the wall said that's all I like to say, but I've got to go. Remember, hard work beats talent when talent does not work hard. And for every 60 seconds of anger, you lose 1 minute of happiness. Remember, your circumstances may determine who you are, but you are responsible for who you become. Go ahead, Tommy.
Today's code. In this world, there are only two tragedies. One is not getting what one wants, and the other is getting it. Like I always say, you, the man in the mirror, you have to become that change you want to see. However, when you look in that mirror, if you don't like what you see, you cannot blame the mirror. Never look down on a person unless you're giving them a hand up. Be safe. Love you all. We'll see each other, God willing, on Sunday. This Sunday. Till then, good night and be safe.
Thank you, Tommy.
You're welcome.
Closing voice notes.
Yes, thanks for the opportunity to give my closing comments, starting with a question. Should the government encourage the law to be broken? If you're looking to put a house on the white line in the middle of the road, should the government encourage that? Obviously not. But if something happened to you while you are on the white line in the road, I believe that the government will do what probably could be done, because this might be for them some kind of feather in the hat, you know. That's how the thing does go. So the election over. So now who lost the contract and thing could get it back, right? All who lost the job or didn't get no work because it was what? Political victimization. They could get work and thing now. And cost the government felt more say all kind of thing. Even if you had to lie and talk about the taxes coming, man who selling the little papers, he gotta pay tax. The man who selling little water at the side of the road, he gotta pay tax. The one who selling the little cigarette and dinament and thing, you know, say all them things. All right? And then after, well, as one person say, they call in on a on a program where they, you know, were pushing for the UNC to win, and tell them, don't worry, fellas, don't worry, you all will be well rewarded. I wonder how we know that. I guess that's how the thing does go. You can't cuss and carry on. That's how the thing does go. My thing is, I am concerned about, because you can't give everybody, and Mr. Raghunath say, you can't give everybody. All right? So people, look to God. Eh? While you're watching the politics, make sure you're looking to God.
With Professor Wall Street, that's what you call friends with benefit, boy, when you can get any position you want, you know. Deputy Essential Day, boy, $50,000 a month allegedly. A taxpayer's money going to make up a position for she. Oh my goodness. That is only one person, you know. You can imagine what went on in the other government ministries. Paris al rental, boy, you're all good. I only hope Mona, you know about that, you know, else your rental days might be over. Have a good day, Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street.
Yeah, man. Let's go to the chat. Ninja Girl says success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. Winston Churchill. Mr. Intellectual said the actions of a man speak louder than the words he speaks. Gen Z Paul says, let's build a nation together, all of us. All, when UNC win, everybody wins, Trinbago wins. Batman closing comments, keep your face always towards the sun and shadows will fall behind you. Casadoma says, ever forward, ever upward. Denise G says, expose the mess while simultaneously finding ways to do better. Make change and focus on having greater impact for the benefit of the country and its people. We have to be intentional about it. Okay, Denise, thank you. Semantic 62 closing comment. The mind is everything what you think you become, Buddha. Okay, Susan Lalchan. Sometimes you just have to stop and smell the roses. Good night, everyone. Sleep well and God bless. Ms. Santa Cruz closing comment. The more I get to know people, the more I come to realize why Noah only let animals on the ark, Anon or Anon. Okay, interesting. Caribbean Soul says, two things define you, your patience when you have nothing and your attitude when you have something. Okay. Volsan closing comment, diplomacy is the art of telling people to go to hell in such a way they ask you for direction. So Winston Churchill. Okay, there you have it. I think I saw a closing comment here in the okay. Miss Atlanta say, how we walk with the broken speaks louder than how we sit with the great. Then there's a final one that says, I know what I bring to the table, so trust me when I said I'm not afraid to eat alone. So there you have it, folks. We're going to see you on Sunday Talk. Let's Talk Politics with Uncle Tommy, Professor Wall Street, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. So we see you. We are out of here. See you on Sunday. Same WZYE time. No, that's 1 to 4. Not same WZYE time. See you Sunday, 1 to 4 p.m. We are out of here. Bye-bye.
Hey, hey, oi, oi. Hey, hey, oi, oi. In Trinidad and Tobago, politics was we and them. That was never meant to be so, according to the anthem. But ethnic insecurity was maintained to divide us by some people in the country to sow the seeds of distrust. But we have fought a new system within the community. Now what used to be we and them has now become only we. From now on this nation is we. From now on it is you and I. From now on it is unity. From now on we flying high. All the races have come together to build a better country and create a brighter future for the whole society. The we and them thing is no more, because it is plain to see in this country from shore to shore the community is we. No more we and them, from now on this nation is we. No more we and them, from now on this nation is we and we and we and we. From India and some came from Africa. Look today, their descendants are here, coexisting together. There are others who came here too, the Chinese, Syrians and such. Native people are just a few in this land that we love so much. But the politics of the day and the love for a party cause people to begin to say them is them and we is we. From now on this country is we. From now on we all shall be one. From now on that's how it shall be. From now on all division done. As today united we stand. the people of Trinbago. One country, one nation, one island. Chutney Pan and Calypso. It's Trinidad and Tobago, better known as TNT. And we want the whole world to know we see ourselves as we